Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Central Midwest Football League. It's playoff time here in Joplin, Missouri, as we're at Missouri Southern State University here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium. My name's Carter Randolph alongside Gary Joyce, and we are going to be here for you throughout the entire game as the 7-1 Joplin Crusaders take on the 7-1 Wichita Skyhawks. Should be a good one, folks, and we'll be back right with the action right after this.
Semi-Pro Saturdays brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
It's about that time, folks. The national anthem's about to wrap up, and we are about to get underway. Skyhawks Crusaders about to get underway here, and it's me, Carter Randolph, alongside Gary Joyce. And Gary, a lot of big names here in this one. Kendall Holmes leading the way for the Crusaders. Javante Stewart, Ira Autry leading the way for the Skyhawks. What do you see happening here in this one?
Hey, it's that famed matchup, number one offense in the league versus number one defense in the league. It should be an exciting matchup, man. I'm excited. Kendall is lightning, but that front seven for the Skyhawks is deadly, and allowing 28 points on the season says all it needs to say right there. So I expect exciting one.
Oh, yeah, almost unbelievable. I mean, 28 points all season is what this Skyhawks defense has given up. And like you said, Kendall Holmes, he's had a great season, but this will probably be the biggest test for him, and it couldn't have come at a worse time here in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, welcome to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Here you go, buddy. Week one, you get to go against the best defense in the league. Mm-hmm. But to be fair, Kendall's done nothing but play this year. I mean, he's performed well all year. He had a rough outing against the Bears, but as you see here, a little playoff. Got the playoff bracket coming up here, kind of how everything's shaking out. This is a big game because the winner here goes on down to Oklahoma City and faces the Bears again. So neither one of these teams fared lightly or fared well against the Bears, I should say. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, plenty of good football there on that screen as the Cyclones and the St. Louis Falcons, sorry about that, folks, are underway right now, and it is 8-0 in the third quarter. Cyclones are on top, so some of the games are already underway, but right now we're worried about the Joplin Crusaders and the Wichita Skyhawks, as it looks like the coin toss is done. It looks like the Crusaders will be kicking first. Skyhawks wanted the ball, it seems, and we're about to get underway. That defense is going to have to wait there for the Skyhawks, see if they can put up some points early.
Yeah, well, we're going to see right off the bat what Kendall's going to be able to do offensively. Well, maybe. Yeah, there we go. All right, so Joplin will be receiving. So, yeah, we'll see right off the get-go what Kendall's able to do against the front seven. Looks like Wichita traveled well. It's the playoffs, so you expect that. I know Wichita's coached really well. Long history against Wichita myself. Daryl Nave, Coach Nev, and Coach Hartfield over there. Guy's been around a long time.
Yeah.
I've coached a lot of games against them, and I've always struggled a little bit against them defensively. They're sound. They're solid, and they always come to play. So I'm just excited, man. Playoff football is what it's all about. So I'm fired up, man.
It's about that time. I know it's been a long time coming, but we are about to get kicked off here. And you're right, we're going to see that front seven from this Skyhawks team here early, see if Kendall Holmes can make any adjustments here. So it looks like Charles West is going to try and get the outside and ends up stepping out of bounds at around the 40. As Kendall Holmes is going to get good starting field position here on his first drive.
Yeah, starting right there at the 39-yard line is always a good spot to be offensively. Joplin's offensive line, again, as we talked about last game here, very seasoned, very good. Big Taylor Warner up there, Lamonte Powell, Mr. Shaw, all those guys, seasoned group, veteran group. And Joplin's going to lean on those guys against this front seven. They're going to have to, because if not, it'll be a long night for Kendall and the offense. But I expect good things from this offensive line. I think really that's the battle of the night right there is the front five versus the Skyhawks front four and front seven all together. So we'll see what they do here early, see what they're after.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of trench warfare here in this one as Kendall Holmes going to do a little play action and gets wrapped up still on his feet, though. Breaks another tackle, just flips it out there to Charles West. And can he make the corner? Yes, he can. I think he's going to break away. And that's a touchdown on the first play, Gary.
Yeah, right. I mean, perfect example of the front seven. They have him tackled for a 5-yard loss. And then Kendall's magic comes in. He gets himself out of it and throws a backyard touchdown play to number 3. Here's the replay. And you see, and Mr. West is down the sideline pulling away from people for the score. So there's a little snippet of what we talked about all pregame, a great front seven and Kendall's magic ability to get away from the rush. And, I mean, right there, that's it in a nutshell.
Yes,
crazy.
No doubt. Skyhawks defense has to be kicking themselves. I mean, they had him dead to rights, and he ends up breaking 3 more tackles. My goodness, but it looks like gonna go for it here.
Kicking the PAT?
Kicking the PAT, yeah.
Man, that was crazy.
Yes, it was.
5-yard plus loss by the front seven, a little zone read play. Kendall pulls it and makes magic happen. Unbelievable.
Been doing it all season, but we thought this would be a little different as the kicker, Trevor Sourjohn, kicks it right into the butt of his kicker. If they return it, that's 2 points. The Crusaders going to take him down. Trevor Sourjohn, the kicker, takes him down. That's going to be a missed PAT. It's 6-0 here early. Yeah, 1 play, 1 touchdown. Crazy start here at Missouri Southern State University.
28 seconds into the game, and the defense has given up 28 points all year, has given up 7. 28 seconds into it. So, man, who knows? A game that coming in, I'm thinking is going to be 21-14 or something. We get 7 points scored in 28 seconds. So, man, what do you expect? I expect nothing else other than craziness like that on a Saturday night in the CMFL. So.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about it. I thought I'd have a little more time to talk about it, but I was wondering if this Wichita team would be a little bit sluggish coming in here because, I mean, most of these Joplin players have a 30, 45-minute drive, nothing special. But Wichita, man, that's a little bit of a trek. Not too bad, but still kind of a adventure nonetheless. So I'm
Yeah, across the state there, southern side of Kansas, over here to Joplin, and that's a boring drive at that.
Oh, yeah.
So not only is it a long haul, it's a boring drive. And I'm sure, in semi-pro football, the number one thing as a coach that you hate is time away, right? You always want to be playing, you want to be active, and Joplin had the bye last week. They earned the bye, but Kansas was supposed to play, and I bet you that was a good thing. They were expecting, they wanted to have happen, and then they ended up receiving a forfeit. So I'm sure, that's playing to their sluggish a little bit, right now, as you can see, just some small miscues here and there. So we'll see what Wichita's offense can do, which is not a strong point of them as their offensive production. But who knows? Maybe they can get something going here. Looks like we got a.
And I don't know if you saw that, Gary. That was a little bit of football IQ right there. If number 12 lets that go roll out of bounds, they get that ball at the 40. But instead he picks it up right at the white line and ends up dropping it at the 12. Or getting dropped down at the 12. So long way to go here for the Skyhawks offense. But we'll see if Javante Stewart can get things started here.
Yep, 1st and 10 right here. We are ready to get it going. Again, who knows who knows? I thought I knew what was going to happen with the defense only giving up 28 points, but I don't. So who knows? Maybe Wichita's offense is high flying today.
Mm-hmm. I know the Skyhawks have some athletes. Javante Stewart, the quarterback, one of them. So they're going to motion one of their receivers again. They're just going to hand it off right down the middle, inside zone for a loss of 1, I believe. Going to be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and we a lot of talk about Wichita's front seven starting of the game, and that's no disrespect to Joplin's front seven. I mean, they're no slouch either. They play hard, they play fast. Their down 4 are exciting. They cause a lot of problems. Braxton Reed is out there causing havoc already. Expect a lot out of him tonight, along with their backers and everybody else. So Joplin's front seven is very formidable. They're not some slubs out there, you know. They show up to play hard every week too.
No doubt. And just to add to that, those linebackers for the Crusaders move coast to coast very well as the Skyhawks try and do a little quick screen. That would have been a forward lateral, I believe. So even if he did get that off, wouldn't have mattered. But they called him down anyway. It's going to be 3rd and about
looks like they gave him a yard on some forward progress.
Really? I didn't think they
gave him
3rd and
11, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 11 here.
3rd and 11, 3rd and 12. Not the way the Skyhawks offense wanted to start. But we did talk about that a little pregame. The Skyhawks offense has had a little bit of inconsistency. They aren't always there, and sometimes it takes them a couple quarters to get going. But in this big first-round playoff game, they need a hot start, and they need it fast.
Yeah, especially with their little breakdown defensively. Ooh.
Could have been picked there by number 1, Dougie Moore, but
check out the replay here. He actually has 2 receivers open, too, if they turn their head. Both receivers, a miscommunication there between the quarterback and receivers that almost turned into an interception there by Dougie. But now it looks like Wichita's rolling the punt team out, which is going to set Joplin up for some great field position. Looks like you're thinking on their side of the 50 at a minimum, if not better, depending on how the return goes, or pressure on the punter. Punting in semi-pro football is always scary.
Exactly.
So, I mean, heck, we don't even have a punter out there yet. So,
picking him right now, I think.
Yeah, I guess that guy drew the short straw, so he's up now.
I believe that's number 83 there for the Skyhawks, going to be handling the punting duties. Steven Spencer.
Shanked it. Man, shanked it.
And did not get a friendly bounce.
And Joplin picks it up.
That's Quinnell Johnson trying to make a couple moves. Ends up past the Skyhawks 20, going to be at around the 16-17, and the Crusaders get great starting field position here for the second drive, trying to push that lead to a 2-possession lead.
You're talking about if it could go wrong, it has went wrong for Wichita right here off the get-go. Man, that front seven is going to have to step up and do something now because they're in a bad situation and in a hurry. And if they go down 12, 13-0 this quick in the first quarter, who knows? It may get out of hand quick on them, and I don't think anybody wants to see that, maybe other than Joplin, but I want to see an exciting football game, and so hopefully things like that don't happen. I know you guys just don't want to hear me talk about random stuff all night anyway, so hopefully we can keep talking about the game.
Kendall Holmes going to have Elliott Hawkins to his right, 3 receivers out there to his right as well. Once again, Kendall Holmes going to pull it. This time the Skyhawks do wrap him up, and that is going to be a tackle for loss. Going to make it 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12, I believe.
Yeah,
Kendall a little slow to get up there, Gary.
Yeah. That would be really bad for Joplin. I am unsure on who their backup quarterback is.
Joshua Park.
Joshua Park, maybe. I know early in the year they had a guy from Iowa State or something. I know he got hurt. I don't know if he's back healthy. If he is, maybe that's not as big of a deal as it is for a lot of teams that lose their quarterback. But I know he's not Kendall with his athleticism. They're probably going to be a lot different style of offense if he came into the game. So,
a nice tackle there from that outside contained man from the Skyhawks D, able to wrap up Elliott Hawkins at the ankles. And I think that was another loss of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, we got a 3rd and 6 up here now, and that front seven's answered the bell here. And so now you got a big 3rd down here. Interested to see how things work out because this is about from extra point range, so I don't know if Joplin's thinking field goal if they don't convert here. So this could be a big down.
Going to be a very big down. See if Kendall Holmes can make a little more magic happen. Skyhawks defense picking it up after the crazy opening play that ended up in an 80-yard touchdown for the Crusaders as Kendall drops back, going to let one go. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 3, Charles West. I bet Charles wishes he could have that one back because that was right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, here we go. You look at the replay. Kendall does a good job of catch, step, throw, getting the ball out quick. It's the right read. He still has pressure in his face, and he just drops it. Mr. West just drops it there. Did not do what he did on the first play of the game and outrun everybody. So we got a big 4th down here, and it looks like Joplin's going to leave the offense out on the field and go for it here on 4th and 16.
I figured it'd be a 4-down territory, but this is going to be tough. If they are able to get this first down, going to make it 1st and goal. And personally, I think this is going to be looking. You're going to be looking towards Tayshawn Curry on this one. Try and see if number 6 can make something happen.
That pressure. Look, all 4 down guys.
Kendall Holmes is a little fast. Still on his feet. Has one more man to miss. And there's Elliott Hawkins wide open. He makes the fingertip grab for the touchdown. My goodness, Elliott Hawkins.
Good night. Good night.
What are these first 2 touchdowns, Gary? My goodness.
Some more Joplin magic. Look at this replay. Kendall is dead to rights. There's 5 guys around him, and somehow he squirts out, throws the ball up, and big Elliott Hawkins. Don't say the man's not athletic, okay? He may be big, but he is athletic. What a play. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, Wichita's defense done everything right that series. Everything right. 4th and 16. You know, what more can they do except make one more tackle?
No doubt.
Just
4 or 5
tackle.
jerseys going after him, basically off the snap. I mean, my goodness, Kendall Holmes, what a magician you are, son. Not this time, though. This time he is going to get – number 53 was not going to let Kendall Holmes escape on that 2-point. He was going to take him down if it was the last thing he did. But, folks, we got 10:36 left here in the first. Crusaders up 12-0 after 2 crazy They're 2 touchdowns to open us up, and we will be right back after the break. I'm Carter Randolph alongside Gary Joyce. This is Southern.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Missouri, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit littlebrickinn.com.
We are back, folks. After a little Kendall Holmes magic, the Crusaders find themselves up 2 possessions, but still plenty of time in this ball game. 10:36 left in the first. I just want to say thank you for joining us here on Southern Sports Network. You are in store for a good ball game. Let me tell you, it might be a little bit of a kind of a burner here from the Crusaders, but the Skyhawks, they still have plenty of oil in the tank.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of speechless, to be honest with you, with the last few big plays that Joplin's been able to make. Now with the little pooch kick, though, it's going to set Wichita up with some good field position. That was it was tricky there. Joplin looking for an extra possession. I think that, though, is an example of how much Joplin is worried about Wichita's offense. Mm-hmm. You know, they're willing to take the pooch kick early and try to steal a possession because they're not too concerned with, you know, Wichita moving the ball.
Mm-hmm. And so that was just kind of a modified onside kick in a way. I was a little bit confused there thinking, I mean, why would you even give them a chance here with decent field position? But I guess the Crusaders, like you said, wanted to steal possession, and maybe they trust their defense here, thinking they can get a couple stops. So they're going to hand it off to number 3. Once again, he's going to get wrapped up behind the line for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, again, the front 7 for Joplin has shown up tonight to play so far, and Wichita wants to run the football. That's what they want to do, and Joplin knows that, and they got their ears pinned back, and they're getting to the football. So looks like we're going to bring up a 2nd and 10. It's like he didn't pick up anything on that first one, but Wichita's offense is predicated kind of like on that old school offense. We're going to run the ball and set up play action to take some shots and play great defense. That's kind of Wichita's game plan, what it's always been and what it still is. And it looks like that's what they're trying to do tonight. But
there's the
Joplin knows that. And right there it was. Yeah, there was the play action. And there's the interception. Man, a one-man route. It appeared anyway. I didn't see many other guys out en route. And that was just an ill-advised throw from Stewart. Let's look at the replay here. I mean, yeah, you had a couple guys. He just made a bad decision there. You had the curl underneath the vert route that was there. That's probably going to get you close to a first down if you complete it. Instead, he takes the risky shot, and man, Wichita just can't afford to do that right now.
No, it might be early, but they cannot afford to shoot themselves in the foot like that. I mean, if the Crusaders come down here and put another 6 up, it could get out of hand.
Now, we'll say this, though. Best field position in Wichita's perspective, defensively. Worst field position for Joplin. They've had the ball up around the 50 both times. So maybe the turn of field position will be what Wichita needs to get going. I don't know, but Kendall's magic has been hard to defend tonight, I'll tell you that much. So,
and like what you said after that last touchdown, man, I mean, they were one tackle away from getting a turnover on downs. As there's going to be a piece of laundry come out. I think that's going to be either a false start, going to bring them back 5. And I believe that's going to take them back to around the 11-yard line. So make it 1st and 15 here, Gary.
Yeah, and these are situations where ad-libbing, you got to be careful, right? Really close to the end zone, really close to a safety. You got to be smart back here. Now, obviously, tonight Kendall's been very smart in what he's done with the football. But, again, the pressure's been there. Looks like they're coming out in a little two-back stuff. Probably wanting to slow it down, run the ball a little bit would be my guess. But, man, it's going to be – just look at Wichita's front 7. Boy, them backers are tight in the box.
Kendall Holmes gets out the pocket, finds Tayshawn Curry in the middle of the field. That is going to get them back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a couple yards in front, make it 2nd and about 8.
Yeah, it was a little RPO-type play right there where Kendall was not sure if he really wanted to run it or throw it type. I don't know if a play action, I don't know what that was. I don't know if Kendall was just floating down there.
I think it was an RPO-type play for sure because they faked to Elliott and just had him roll out. And I think, like you said on the last drive with the Skyhawks, kind of a one-man route. It was only Tayshawn out there. Just either Kendall run to the outside or Tayshawn on that slant. Good play call because I think the Skyhawks kind of brought the house there. Thinking they were going to just hand it off to Elliott. Kendall going to drop back. Plenty of time in the pocket. Tries to send it to Curry.
Overthrows it a little bit there. Brings up a big 3rd down here.
A little bit of an overthrow. Not a bad ball. I mean, it would have been only where his guy could catch it. Ends up falling incomplete. It was Ira Autry was there on the coverage. Definitely an experienced defensive back. A little bit of arena football experience for Ira.
So some indoor experience and been around a little bit and has played some football at a high level. Doesn't surprise me to see him in coverage in a man situation and down like that. Now 3rd down here, you expect to see Wichita's front 7 kind of pin them back. I guarantee you when they went over to the sideline, what they talked about was making for sure tackles, breaking down and making the for sure tackle. So I guarantee if they get to Kendall on this time, they're not going to let him go. Kendall did a great job getting the ball out quick right there, though.
Tayshawn Curry making a couple extra moves after the catch. He's still on his feet. And he's able to get it out to around the 47. Tayshawn Curry showing you why he's one of their best playmakers here in Joplin, Missouri.
Yeah, and great job by Kendall. You'll see on the replay here, getting the ball out quick. Okay, he knows the pressure's coming. He knows it. He's had it all night. So he does a great job of getting the ball out really quick and letting his playmakers go make plays. So good job on his part on that 3rd down there on being smart and what's going on to get him a 1st and 10.
Kendall just a little bit too far for his receiver to make the catch. Probably number 11, Hilawa Williams, thinking he could have made that one. Did hit him in the hands, but was a little bit out there.
Yeah. A little excited. They kind of went quick after the 1st down. I'm sure everybody's heart rate's still going a little bit, trying to get in that up-tempo rhythm. Sam likes to do that. Coach Sturgis likes to go quick after a big 1st down. And so they were a little off kilter there a little bit Kendall felt a little rushed.
And I've seen the Crusaders enough times, it shouldn't surprise me. But when Sam gets in this kind of pass-happy setup, it always surprises me. But Kendall Holmes has proven time and time again that he can do it, and that's got to be a flag right there. I mean, of course, Kendall kind of flopped with it, but 24, why are you running in like that?
Yeah,
that was 34, actually. Let me check on that.
Yeah, I think we got it offsides, illegal procedure on the defense, and then we got a unsportsmanlike there on the running into Kendall. And again, like you said, Kendall did a nice job with the flop, but that's experience.
I mean, everyone was looking at Kendall's direction right there. I mean, there was no way he was ever getting away with that. That was Samson Ginty doing a little bit of the extracurricular out there, number 34.
And he can't say he didn't hear the whistle. I heard the whistle up here in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
And the booth here at Missouri Southern is way up, so I know the guy down on the field heard it. So,
if he didn't, I think if number 34 didn't hear the whistle, I don't think Kendall Holmes would be moving right now because he would have been going full force. You know what I mean?
So
Kendall Holmes is standing straight up, just waiting for it, basically.
Now the penalty mark-off is interesting. Did they hit 2 personal fouls on that? I just seen the one. Maybe I missed the other call by the white hat, but they got 30 yards in penalties, so there must have been 2 personal fouls for something. Maybe they hit them twice for something. I don't know.
Big momentum boost. It goes from the Crusader 47 to the Skyhawk 34. And they're going to try and give it to Elliot Hawkins, who, just because he's Elliot Hawkins, is able to get back to that line of scrimmage. Never mind, he did lose one, but should have been way worse, I think.
Yeah. If it wasn't Elliot Hawkins, that's a big loss. And he was able to move forward and at least fall forward and get close back to the line of scrimmage and only lose 1 or 2. Yeah. That's, as a coach, as an offensive guy, as an offensive lineman, you love a big back like Elliott. He's always going to finish runs going forward, and that's the stuff you like to see, get you excited. He's a big cat for sure.
I was about to say Kendall going to play a little receiver, but there he goes. He's going back to his spot.
Wouldn't surprise me the way this thing started.
He's definitely athletic enough. Kendall going to drop back, give it out quick to Tayshawn Curry out there on the far outside. And he's just going to run back in and run back to the sideline. He's wrapped up by 2 white jerseys, but still able to move the sticks. That's going to be another first down. And they're at the Skyhawk 18.
Unbelievable acceleration by Curry. I mean, you should never be able to catch the ball, get inside and back outside like that. With the corner does a great job of forcing them back inside the bodies. As a coach, that you always tell guys to do, force it back into where the bodies are coming from. He does, and then still gets outran. And so Wichita had to take a timeout after that one. So
Wichita wants to talk this over. This is Southern Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Semi-Pro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
We are back. It's 12-0 Crusaders here. 6:55 left in the first. You're listening to Southern Sports Network. And we are about to get back underway as the Crusaders, after a big 30-yard penalty, which we saw the late hit. We were a little confused on the extra 15, but nonetheless, the Crusaders get it, and now they're in the red zone here.
Again, another thing where Wichita just hurts themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked about how they finally had good field position, and then they hurt themselves with 30 yards worth of penalties. Finally get Kendall on a sack. Finally doesn't pull out and make something happen there. And you see Kendall pointing at himself there. That's on him. I don't know what kind of magic he expected to happen on that one, but good job by the defensive line there on finally getting him down.
Mm-hmm. That was Kalando Henderson on the tackle, number 52. Big sack there for his Skyhawk team. That's going to make it second and around 15, maybe 16. No, second and 15 for sure. Kind of going away from that fast pace, slowing it down a little bit, huddling it up, seeing if they can talk it out, see if they can go play by play. Elliot Hawkins out. They got Charles West in at running back right now. See motions out. They're going to take a shot to Curry again.
Got it.
Tayshawn Curry has
Got
the
it.
speed and the athleticism. He grabs it, and that's another 6. It's 18-0 here in Joplin.
They had the little pump and go on the little back out of the motion, fake the little now screen, throw over the top. Wichita was in good coverage, as we can see here on the replay. I mean, it's solid coverage. He just gets outran, and Curry makes the play on the ball. And I give credit where credit is due. Kendall dropped it in a bucket.
Perfect throw, perfect catch, man.
It's hard to defend that stuff. And a defense that gave up 28 points all year has given up 18 in less than 10 minutes. So I think this is definitely a step up in competition for Wichita at this point in the season. You know, they faced the Bears, which they lost closely to. They only gave up 10 points to the Bears earlier in the year at Oklahoma City, which was big. They went to Tulsa and beat the Gators 28-0, shut the Gators out. First time that's ever happened. So you're thinking failed 2-point conversion there on a trick play.
Ira Autry read it like a book, almost grabbed it and took it for 2 real quick.
But you're thinking Wichita has done it, right? Like I said, lost 10-7 or 10-6 to Oklahoma City in Oklahoma City, beat the Gators 28-0 in Tulsa. You think coming into this game that they've been on that stage, you know, so it shouldn't matter. 2 big games, the 2 other best teams on their side of the bracket, if you will, other than Joplin, they went on the road with and competed, and now they come over here and they just look like not what we expected
Exactly.
to see.
Sluggish. It just seems like they're kind of just still trying to get their feet under them here in Joplin, but it could be too little too late. There's still 5 minutes left in the first, but if they give up another 6 and let it go unanswered, they could be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I get the first 2 plays being kind of crazy.
Exactly.
And sometimes that happens, right? When you're going against somebody like Kendall, things like that are going to happen, but you got to shake that and move on quick. You still got a lot of football left. And, man, they haven't responded very well. But there's still a lot of time, so there's still a lot that could happen. You hope to see them do it, but we'll see. It looks like maybe
Piece of laundry out there. Skyhawks return man was able to get it to around the 34, but we'll see if this is coming back a little bit. You got to think it's a hold of some sort.
which again would just kill Wichita again with field position.
And I think I see a ref pointing towards the Crusaders. Nope, hold on the Skyhawks, going to come back 10. So I believe it was at the 34. Mark that down at the 24 now. So they're going to take that back 10.
They have 5 officials today.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, no.
Crusaders.
They called a hold against the Crusaders. I don't
Well, then they're
I'm not sure how. They have a full crew today, which is great. They have five men, but I still maybe they don't know what they're doing here. A little confused on what the call is here.
Yeah, because
I'm not sure.
Against the Crusaders, they started moving the wrong way then.
Yeah, and I don't know how Joplin could have held as a kickoff team, but
It's called against.
there we go. Now we got it lined out, and here we go.
Was against the Skyhawks, going to take them back to that 24-yard line.
Again, though, giving up 10 yards of possession, 10 yards of possession unnecessarily when they need that. They need every yard they can get at this point offensively for sure, because they've struggled.
No doubt, Gary. And I got to say, if I'm the coach here, I got to tell my Skyhawks offense, we just need to put together a couple first downs. We don't need a touchdown. We just need to give our defense a break as 3 black jerseys just absolutely pounce on the Skyhawks running back when he gets dropped, or actually gains a yard, going to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, you're looking. It's got to be one of those drives where we take some time off the clock. Mm-hmm. We try to get we get a first down or two to give my defense a breather, because they're good. I know it's kind of hard to see today. I mean, they've made plays. Kendall's just made bigger plays.
Exactly.
So it's not necessarily at their fault per se, but they've been out there an awful lot, and I guarantee you they want some time over there on the bench to get their wits back about them.
And that's a two-way sword. It gives this offense a little bit of a groove. Give your defense a little time to breathe and give yourself a little time to see what's working today.
Absolutely. Well, so now we got a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5 here, which is 3rd manageable if you're Wichita, but Joplin knows it and goes with a sub package, probably bringing in a little bit of a nickel look here, knowing that Wichita's looking to throw the ball.
I definitely want guys that can move east to west here on this 3rd down.
Absolutely.
I got to think this is 4-down territory here for the Skyhawks. I know it's early.
It's getting close. I mean, it's
they might have got a free 5 as you see one of the O-linemen go tumbling down.
This is always the point finger back and forth game on who it is,
It's going to be the encroachment.
Got it on the defense. So now you're going to bring up a 3rd and 1, which we all know is much more manageable. And a team that wants to run the football, you feel a lot better about trying to get 1 yard on 3rd and 1 than you do on 3rd and 6.
And I haven't seen a whole lot of the Skyhawks. I've read up on them throughout the week trying to get ready for the game. But in this scenario, you got to think you got a guy like Javonte Stewart. I'm giving the ball to him and letting the running back just lead the way.
Yeah,
if he can't get 2 for you, who can?
Yeah, he's an athletic quarter. Well,
and that's exactly what they do. Is he's going to get to the outside, get a little bit more than 2, I think.
Great call there, Carter.
Doesn't that just seem like the easy choice right there?
I'm thinking so. Yeah.
The biggest running back right beside him and just lead the way.
Yeah, he's arguably their best athlete, and you can see here Joplin doesn't do a bad job of stacking it up in the box. And again, Stewart's athleticism, he bounces it out a hole and allows them to go get 4 or 5 to go ahead and pick up the first. The way they've been producing offensively, maybe the quarterback run is something they should go to a little more often at this point. I know he's your quarterback, and if he goes down, you may be in trouble, but you're in trouble right now anyway. You're down 18-0 in a game that if you lose, you're done. So maybe you got to take that risk at some point sooner than later.
No doubt. Definitely a guy you can't lose, but a guy you got to try and take advantage of because he is one of your better playmakers. And that time they try and hand it off, do a little inside zone, and it goes nowhere, I believe. They got about a half a yard right there, so a little bit of positive yardage. So we see the number 2 kicker walking up the steps here for the Crusaders. Big time, got a big-time boot on him. They're going to go bunch left here to the near side. And the ball's on the ground, Gary. I don't know who fell on it. I think the Skyhawks might have, but it looks like they're trying to fight for it right now.
Yep, they're back on it. Skyhawks back on it. Man, that's just
they're going to keep it with the white team here. The
3rd
white
and
and
12.
green team.
3rd and 11, 3rd and 12, not nearly as manageable as 3rd and 1. They're not a great football team at 3rd and 12. They're not made for that, as we've seen today.
It's hard for any team to be good when you're having to play from that far every time. I mean, that's why they say you need to have it 3rd and manageable, man.
Yep.
3rd and manageable.
Unless you got some dude like Kendall Holmes that can get a touchdown on 4th and 16.
Exactly. Dude, just break about 4 tackles for you. There you go, play action. Javonte looking down, but gets jumped on. Didn't have much time in the pocket. The Crusaders able to bring him down for the sack. That's number 26, I believe. Fernando Menace.
Here on the replay, you can see he had a guy, and he just held it to count. It was a good decision on his part. He had a guy. He pumped it and went ahead and held it. Sometimes it's better to live to fight another day. If he throws that ball, it's another unnecessary interception. Line up and punt. I know last punt wasn't very good, but who knows? Maybe he gets one off this time. It's a little bit better. But still, if you throw the pick with Joplin's athleticism on the back end defensively, they could very easily return that for a touchdown. So
no doubt.
But hey, they did close to what we talked about. They got a first down. They did run some time off the clock now. I mean, they got the ball around the 6-minute mark, and now we're about quarter change. So they at least ran some time off the clock and gave their defense a break, which is huge. Man.
Shanks it again, just not connecting with the ball right at all. He was lucky to get that 10 to 15 yards right there.
That was like a 12-yard punt.
I know, yeah. Just not hitting it right is the Skyhawks punter. But I will say it was better than the last one, so the Crusaders still got about 42 yards to go here, but they do have it in enemy territory.
Yeah, we know is what we found out 90s still too little for Joplin. Now, granted, that was 30 yards of free yards that Wichita gave them on that last possession. But, man, this is Joplin's fourth possession, and they've scored on all three other possessions. So Wichita's got to get a stop at some point tonight. Obviously, sooner than later. It's really getting to that point. And I know it's early, and I know it's just 3 touchdowns, but it's 3 touchdowns.
Oh, like you just said, there's a point to it all. I mean, if they give up more points here, I mean, it could very well be out of reach. And the ball's on the loose.
Great job by the defensive back on causing the fumble.
And they're lucky.
They got it.
And they got it back.
They got it right there.
Oh, my goodness. Play. What a big play there from the cornerback for the Skyhawks.
Man, he did a great job of attacking number 11 there, and he went straight for the ball and punched it out and put it on the ground. Man, that was big time. That was textbook. That was big. It's what they needed.
Exactly. A big-time play here for the Skyhawks at the end of quarter one. It's 18-0. Crusaders on top. Carter Randolph alongside Gary Joyce. This is Southern Sports Network. We'll be back with quarter two right after this.
That's big time. That kid is smart.
Semi-Pro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
We are back here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium, home of the Lions of Missouri Southern State University. And a big play here in the CMFL right before the end of the first quarter. The Skyhawks with the big rip and tear as they get the ball back on the fumble recovery and get great field position with it, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, that was finally, finally something went their way. They needed it, as I was saying. I mean, I know it's early, but they're running out of time already. But, hey, right there.
And they give it right back. Braxton Reed able to grab the tip and take it back across the 50. And the Skyhawks rip it from the Crusaders, and the Crusaders rip it right back. And the Crusaders offense about to come back out on this field.
Look at this replay, man. The pressure on Stewart attacked his arm, put the ball up in the air, and hey, D-line's dream right there, get an interception. That was a great play call by their defense. They brought a third-level defender on a blitz, which you don't prepare for as an offensive lineman. I guarantee you their eyes aren't up looking for a third-level defender to blitz, and they did. And then the defensive lineman got to be the beneficiary of it.
And, Gary, I think that could be the biggest loss here for the Skyhawks team throughout the whole game so far.
Oh, yeah.
Not even the first 3 touchdowns. I mean, to get that fumble there at the end of that first quarter, then the very next play, throw an interception, that's got to be deflating, man.
Right, yeah. I mean, finally got some momentum, right? Defense finally goes over the sideline. It's like, all right, offense, it's about time. We got you finally. Let's go. And the offense goes right out there and turns it over. So, not good, not what they want to have happen for sure. But nevertheless, it's what happened. And now it looks like Joplin taking a timeout here to figure something out. I don't know what they need to talk about here. That things have been going pretty well for them. I don't know
If I was Sam Sturgis right now, I'd be looking at Elliot Hawkins being like, your time to shine, big man.
Yeah, we're going to get to running the ball here if I'm Joplin for sure, whoever it is. Whoever, whether it's Mr. West.
The biggest lead possible, you know
yeah,
what I'm
whether it's West or Elliott or Kendall. Or Kendall. I know it's playoff, again, same thing, but hey, don't be afraid to run them, right? You know, that's dance with the lady that got you here, and him running the ball was a big part of that, so don't just get away from it. If that's something that you planned on doing coming into this game, I still think you execute it. Maybe you don't do it so much in the fourth if you have the lead, but in the second quarter, the start of the second quarter, still early enough in the game that if that's part of your game plan, you still need to be executing it.
Exactly. Whatever you planned before in the practices prior to this game, you definitely got to be trying to put into reality here.
Yeah, I don't think
Saturday.
you change the game plan just because you got a couple touchdown lead right here. It's playoff football. Anything can happen.
Which, if we know Sam Sturgis, we know that baby likes to throw the football. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a freaking play action just hammer down the field right here. So they got the deuce set. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Elliot Hawkins to the right of Mr. Holmes. Holmes going to drop back. They are going to take that shot. Charles West is open. Kendall Holmes throws him out of bounds. That's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 there at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, DB did a good job there kind of squeezing West towards the boundary, not giving Kendall a lot of room to throw that ball. He would have had to make a great throw on that one, and it didn't happen, which can't happen all the time. So to be expected, no big deal. I like the shot on first down in this situation. After you stole the momentum back from them, they're probably going to be feeling down, so try to take the shot. I'm good with that. But now I'm going to turn around and hand it to Hawkins' big butt, and we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to lean on him a little bit.
So they're going to do a little speed option, and there he is, number 29. But you see the laundry go down on the midfield logo. Hawkins able to rumble and bumble his way for about 5 yards, though. Going to be 3rd and around 4 or 5.
Yeah, right in the area of a hold.
Yes, if it doesn't come back 10.
Yeah.
And, yep, there's the sign. Going to be hold on the offense. It's going to be coming back 10.
Yep. Got to hold on one of those big ones. When bodies start moving lateral quickly, as an offensive lineman, things often go haywire. I'm telling you from experience.
Oh,
we
no
start
doubt.
reaching and grabbing, and again, Wichita's front 7 is not only good, they're athletic, which is what makes them good, and so that's going to happen sometimes. You're going to get some hands outside the frame and grab a hold of some bodies. And
oh, you know what I'm about to say. There could be a hold on every play.
Absolutely.
Especially with boys this size. I mean, these are grown men going at each other. There's going to be a little hand fighting in there. There's going to be a little bit of grabbing, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Once again, going to that deuce set. Tayshawn and Charles West going to be on the bottom half of your screen here. And the Skyhawks are just packing that box.
Well, they're just playing one safety high.
And they're lucky that flag came out. Kendall Holmes is, at least, because number 33, DeAnthony Andrews, was coming in hot on that one. He got around the edge quick, man, and I think he was going to just smack Kendall if that play didn't get called dead.
Yeah, Mr. Andrews is known to bring the heat off the edge and bring it hot and often. And so it's about time he shows up. Hey, what was it, 3rd, 2nd, and forever?
Yeah, another penalty there on the Crusaders. They're going to bring him back another 5, maybe 10.
2nd, 25 with a hold and then the false start. Now you got Joplin packing it in, which is typically when Kendall likes to run the football with the receivers reduced to splits. Kendall usually tries to take it to the edge. We'll see if that's the case here. We're throwing it.
Drop back has a crease.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
Able to just high step his way through 3 defenders, and that's going to get him the first down and a little bit more as he pushes it across the enemy's 35-yard line and moves the sticks along with it.
When you watch right here on the replay, the inside backer has him and then just misses.
It's bad tackling.
Just just falls. You got the defensive lineman reaching, but the inside backer drives on the tackle to make it in the hole, and he literally just falls, and Kendall just runs around him. So it's easy to make plays when guys are just falling in front of you.
Exactly. Which Kendall does have that effect on some people.
He does. But on that one,
but for a number 1 rated defense here in the CMFL, you expect a little more there from the Skyhawks.
Yeah, I think Turf Monster got him a little bit on that one.
Going to go trips to the near side. Kendall going to drop back once again. Fakes like he's moving up in the pocket and spins back out. And now he's just trying to survive, and he doesn't get slammed. And I'm worried about Kendall after that slam, and he looks a little banged up. Number 34 for the Skyhawks slammed the Crusaders quarterback pretty good.
Yeah, you see here on the replay.
That's Samson Ginty again with his 2nd sack of the day.
He does a good job of keeping the pursuit on the backside because they know Kendall wants to try to roll back out, and he got there when Kendall tried to plant and come back. And, yeah, he slammed him down pretty hard there. I know Kendall's probably seen a few spots right there.
No doubt. And, man, I mean, we all love seeing Kendall make plays with his legs, but that's why they tell you you've got to throw it away sometimes.
Sometimes.
You've got to just live to fight another day, like you said.
Yeah. But you're 100% right, but the crap he's pulled tonight.
Exactly.
He feels like, Steph Curry and he can't miss, so
exactly.
I also don't blame him for still trying to make something happen up to this point.
No doubt. For him, all he needs is one more broken tackle, and he could be gone.
Yeah, and he's gotten it all night, so
they're going to motion Charles West and give him a little
jet sweep there, tackle for loss.
And that's DeAnthony once again with another big play, and he's able to get that tackle for loss. DeAnthony Andrews, big number 33.
That's big time. Get a tackle for loss on a jet sweep. I mean, he just got vertical now. That offensive tackle didn't have a chance, and Hady's getting hands on him. And they're making a sub at tackle now. They got out big number 91, Big Jackson, I believe that is, and they put in number 56, which is a big, tall, long kid, Devin Woods, it looks like. 56 there. I don't think that's the same guy. That guy, I don't know. Well, according to the roster, it's Devin Woods. But this guy looks to be a little bit lighter than that.
I was about to say, one guy does not look like the others.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a tall, athletic kid, and they're hoping he can block Andrews there on the edge.
He can block that edge off.
Yeah, and right there, pass protection did a great job of it.
But Kendall's first bad throw of the game, and that's going to be intercepted by the Skyhawks, and it couldn't have come at a better time, Gary.
That's exactly, again, Wichita has to have things like that happening to them over. I mean, they got to do it. Now, they can't go out here and throw it right back, though.
Exactly. They got to put something together themselves.
They're going to have to get some points on the board. But I will say this, though, the substitution on the offensive line in that situation, knowing that they were going to throw the ball, and Andrews causing as much havoc as he did, the substitution to put the 56 kid in at tackle was great because he did a great job on Andrews right there and allowed Kendall to make the throw. Wasn't a great throw, but nevertheless allowed us to make it, or allowed Joplin to make it. So 1st and 10 Wichita, though. Let's see at the 40, see if they can make something happen.
Devontae Stewart has not been able to get anything going on the ground or through the air, so let's see if he can make a little magic and just move his team into enemy territory. So I don't even think he's crossed the 50 yet here in the first half. The Skyhawks.
No. They haven't moved the ball. I think they got it one time on the other side.
First down, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be a flag come out on that far 40 marker.
They don't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. All three receivers up top are off the ball. And that's just a focus penalty. I mean, they gotta know that stuff.
Exactly. That's day one football, honestly. But it's going to be illegal formation, going to bring him back, I believe, 10. 5. It's going to bring him back 5 on the illegal formation.
Yeah, bring up a 1st and 15. Just check to see if you're on. Like, it's not hard.
Mm-hmm.
You should be looking at the official every time anyway. Like, I don't know. That stuff's, as a former coach, things like that, man, they just run right through you.
Oh, eat away at you because you've, like I said, that's day one stuff. I mean, you go over where you're setting up on day one. You're supposed to be reading the playbook, figuring out where you're supposed to be.
And then just football 101. These guys have been playing football long enough. They know there's a guy up there that's got to be on the line.
And that's why I play defense, so I didn't have to worry about that stuff, you know.
There we go.
There's a big play, a nice run. Lose 5 and gain about 10 back, so it's going to be second and around 3 here. Second and very manageable.
Nice run off the edge there. Good job by the O-line from Wichita. Kind of sealed the edge and did a good job there.
Yeah, first big play, probably their longest play of the day, run or pass.
Without question. I'll see if they can line up on the ball again.
They're going to go same formation here.
Got trips up top. Joplin bringing some heat.
The ball's out, and I don't think he was on the ground. They're going to call him on the ground, but that was close, Gary.
Very close. Too close. If you're Wichita, too close.
Yeah, don't need another big fumble to just kill all your momentum.
He's put the ball on the ground a few too many times already. No yardage gain, no yardage loss. So we're at third and
3 here.
Third and 3 here. A manageable third down, though, which is something Wichita hasn't had a lot of tonight.
And you know they're going for it on fourth down. So
you have to at midfield. At this time in the game, 8 minutes in the second quarter, down by 3 scores, I think you have to go for it at midfield, especially with their lack of punting.
Exactly. And I see a little bit of a crease here on this left side, but that's going to be a
there we go
free play.
They got the free 5.
Going to give them the first down anyway.
Yep.
We are just at that 8-minute mark here in the second quarter. Still plenty of time for the Skyhawks to make some magic happen and get back into this thing. Sam's pointing like it's on the Skyhawks.
It's got to be.
That's what I was wondering. Did the quarterback get it off in time to invoke?
Well, here's the deal, though. If the offensive lineman moved because of the defensive lineman's movement, whether he got back or not, it's offsides defense.
Okay. So this should be – there you go.
Correct.
You go. Okay, cool.
Which the offensive lineman reacted as you see him getting his kick and point right away. He knew he was going to get the 5.
And that's what I was thinking, because I know you've seen those videos of some guy jumping and touching his shoulder, and that center just absolutely just flopping on his back. Like,
Yeah. They're just trying to get that free 5.
22 going to go in motion. They're going to hand it off to number 3 again. He just lowers the shoulder. Love that run. Yeah, I love that run. Just kept moving his feet along, and he was able to push his way for about 5.
This is a little more typical of a Wichita drive from I've seen them in the past this year. You know, kind of a 4 or 5 yard, 3 yard out of clip type play, slow pace, kind of just get after them a little bit. They kind of got the tight end or H in the game here. He's lining up as an inline tight end now, create that extra gap, allow you to run the ball a little bit better.
Hand it off to number 3 again, and this time he gets his ankles touched early and just kind of slows all his momentum, and then the linebackers come in to finish everything off as I think he lost a yard there.
Yeah, you had an offensive lineman there decide that he wanted to take a play off.
Oh, I know. It looked like he was pushed back all the way to where the quarterback was.
Yeah,
by the time he handed it off.
I think he was thinking of a McDonald's, a McDouble, that snap.
Sounds like Rory McIlroy at the British Open. He was thinking of vacation there Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about playing the football.
Wasn't thinking about the here now. Classic 4-2-5 setup from the Crusaders defense.
Play action.
And he has a man
on the post.
And I don't know what that safety was doing from the Crusaders. I think he might have just ran underneath it too much, because I thought he was going to jump for the ball there.
Yeah, I know looked like some finger pointing and conversating there on the back end between a couple of Joplin defensive backs. I don't know if there was a miscommunication. You can see here on the replay, the safety's working over the top. Yeah, and that corner squeezing it. I just think the corner just didn't make a play on it.
That's what I'm thinking. I think he gave up on it a little too quick, but nevertheless, Skyhawks on the board. And that's exactly what they needed here with 6:30 left in the second. It's 18-6. Crusaders still on top.
Yeah, it's a big drive for Wichita. They're able to take some time off the clock, run the football a little bit, hit a play which set up the play action. So they're able to take the shot over the top because they were effectively to run the ball and hit the play action, which was huge for them. So now we're going for the daunted semi-pro extra point from NFL range.
Gavin Armstrong, the kicker, he has enough.
Got it good. Got it through there.
Through the middle, and that could be a difference maker here for the Skyhawks team. He can get a couple field goals here in the second half, maybe here in the first half. This ball game could be close by the time we get to crunch time. 18-7, Crusaders on top. You're listening to Southern Sports Network. 6:34 left in this one.
Since 1941, the Dickey's family has been smoking the very best quality meats, low and slow, for 14 hours every day. It's how Mr. Dickey did it, and it's how we still do it in every Dickey's restaurant across America. Lunchtime, dinner time, anytime. Eat in, pick up, or heck, we'll even deliver to you. There is no shortcut to what we do. Come in and see us or visit Dickeys.com. Legit Texas barbecue.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to Dickey's Barbecue Pick, located in Rogers and Fayetteville. Make sure to go check it out. Great barbecue at any time. As the Skyhawks looking to kick this one underway. It's 18-7. They were able to answer back, and that's a pretty good kick. Tayshawn Curry has to let it bounce and pick it back up. But we all know Tayshawn Curry can make some magic happen as he tries to go for the hurdle right as I say that. Ends up getting dropped down at the 25. As this Joplin team comes back out. And Kendall Holmes kind of gave the Skyhawks that chance, throwing kind of a lazy deep ball. Ends up getting intercepted. And then 3-4 plays later, Skyhawks take it to the crib.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, on both sides of the ball, honestly. It was a lazy throw by Kendall to throw the interception. And then the touchdown catch looked a little lazy from the DB on kind of letting the catch happen. So I don't know if there's been a little glimpse in focus from Joplin and getting in that cruise mode a little bit, or if what. But I'm telling you now, Wichita's good enough in this playoff football. You can't afford to have those. So you better focus back up if that's the case.
And if the Crusaders were taking plays off, I bet after that touchdown they've picked the intensity back up, because they definitely want to get that 3-possession lead back.
Absolutely.
And we'll see as they go to a split set. Elliott Hawkins and Charles West by Kendall Holmes. Kendall Holmes has to save the snap. Almost gets sacked, but ends up spinning out of it. He ends up finding his receiver for a nice 4-yard gain.
We got a flag on the ground again in that area of a hold.
Exactly right. That is exactly where that piece of laundry is, and I think this one's going to be coming back 10 once again. And you can see these Crusader teams talking about it. They're kind of chatting with each other, not too happy. And you'd think all the momentum would be on this Crusader team, but right now the Skyhawks seem to have a little bit of a groove going.
Yeah, that Wichita front four especially has got them dialed up and really pulling their ears back and going and getting them. And it's causing some problems up front for Joplin in the pass protection game, and causing them to get a little sloppy and getting hands outside their framework and generating some of these holding penalties. So Wichita's front seven is finally doing what we've seen them do early in the game, except actually make plays here and make some tackles as opposed to miss them. So if they can keep doing that, it'll make for the game that we hoped for.
No doubt showing the fans right now why they are the number one defense here in the CMFL as they try and make this 2nd and long here. As Kendall drops back, pump fakes, tries to find Tayshawn, and would have been a nice one-handed catch, but just a little bit too far outside. Ends up being incomplete, going to make it 2nd and 20. And after such a slow start in the first quarter, the Skyhawks are picking it up. And guys like Ira Autry and DeAnthony Andrews really picking it up here and really trying to put the team back into a good place.
Yeah, Joplin taking a timeout here. I think Sam's getting a little frustrated with their lackadaisical attitude, so he's going to try to set some things right here real quick. So don't blame him. I think it's a good timeout as a coach.
6:01 left. So we're going to take a quick break, folks. This is Southern Sports Network. We'll be right back.
With a taste of friends, family, and backyard barbecues. Bentonville Brewing Company. Family owned, family operated, family friendly. Pick up a 6-pack of your favorite IPA, porter, sours, or any one of the delicious flavors Bentonville Brewing has to offer. Or enjoy a cold one on tap at your favorite restaurant. Bentonville Brewing Company. Quality, consistency, assume your natural state. Bentonville Brewing Company, Bentonville, Arkansas.
We are back here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium. Joplin second and very long. As that holding penalty on the first play has really killed the drive here. So they're trying to make something happen. Kendall Holmes trying to make a little more magic happen. So Kendall Holmes going to drop back. A lot of time in the pocket. Has to break out. Ends up getting wrapped up from behind. Going to be another sack. Scott, I think that ball was on the ground too.
Yeah, it came out and looked like Joplin picked it back up, but Wichita ended that quick too. And Wichita's doing a great job right now up front and getting after that Joplin's offensive line a little bit. And on the back end, Wichita's back end is doing enough to cloudy things up for Kendall enough to where he's not seeing what he likes, so he's having to hold the football count longer, and it's allowing the pressure to get there and actually make the tackle and get them down. So, again, Wichita's defense is finally playing as we expected them to coming into it.
It's third and very long here. But knowing the Crusaders, they will go for it. They won't just run it. They will try and pick up this 20 yards.
As they've done it.
Exactly, as they've done it. I think twice this game already. Kendall Holmes throws a rookie to Tayshawn Curry. He's able to make a couple guys miss, but unable.
Got another penalty back there. Looks like we're going to have another hold. Going to have another hold.
And after, in my opinion, the Crusaders the past 3 games have been really good about limiting their penalties. And it seems like they've all just come back at once here in this second quarter, here in the first round of the playoffs. Because what is that, the 4th penalty after out of 7 plays?
Yeah, they just they made the substitution putting 56 in, but then it looks like they made a couple other substitutions, and I don't know if those are the guilty parties or not. But nevertheless, it's hurting them, so now you got a 3rd and 25. 3rd and 30 from your own 5, which is not where you want to be.
Now you're just playing to try and not give up 2 points.
Yeah, and the way Wichita's defensive line's been getting after it, you better watch out. I would be fine just handing the ball to Mr. Elliott right here and getting what I can get and getting myself some room.
I think you're a mind reader because I was thinking the same exact thing. This has 29 written all over it. And what do we know, Gary? He's going to drop back, has to spin out of a sack. Plenty of room, though. He just needs to get rid of it, not even play these games.
Yep.
And he holds on to it too long, and that's going to make this punt really interesting, Gary. This punter is not going to have a lot of room there in the back of that end zone.
Yeah, no, he went down at the 3-yard line, so now, your punter's going to have 12 yards max. And he's got to be careful. A lot of bad things can happen right here. A lot of bad things. Now, obviously, if you're Wichita, you got to be smart, right? You don't want any roughing the kicker calls or anything like that to change the situation. You want to make sure the ball gets off clean. And if you're going to block it, block the ball, not the leg. But, there we go. That forced Joplin to take another timeout.
Sam and the Joplin Crusaders want to talk about it real quick. Just make sure they got everyone lined up in the right spot, make sure they're all covered. But 3:28 left here in the second quarter. It's 18-7. Crusaders still on top. This is Southern Sports Network. We'll see you here in a bit.
Semi-Pro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
back here as they tried to get the punt off, and then every referee we got here threw a flag. So we're about to find out what it was for. And I don't know how much farther the Crusaders can move back, honestly, if it's against Joplin. I mean, they are on the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yeah, half the distance, so a yard. But again, gets a little bit tighter for the punter.
Mm-hmm.
Each time it moves back a half a yard or a yard. So I'm willing to bet that Wichita is going to come after this a little bit and try to get some heat on this punter, which I don't blame them.
I wanted to say that the first time there was a punt within the 10 earlier on in that first quarter. I mean, if they're ever that close to the end zone, I'm bringing pressure. I'm making it as hard as possible on that punter. See, they bring 4, and there's plenty of room, and he's going to run outside. They fake it. This could be crazy. Sam Sturgis, what a play call.
Way short.
Way short. Still had 10 more yards to go, but, I mean, they'll take it. I mean, wasn't a punt, but they still ended up giving themselves a little bit of breathing room here as they pushed it out towards the 25 as we checked that one back.
Replay, he wasn't far from it. It was a gutsy call. I see what the punter was seeing. Mm-hmm. I get it. He would have been better just to pull it down because he did have pressure. Pull it down, reset, and go ahead and punt. I think they come out ahead on that. Mm-hmm. If he does go ahead and kick the ball.
Do you think that was called?
No, I think that punter's seen it on the edge. And just
I thought I saw the same thing. That guy was coming around the corner pretty high.
Yeah, and but again, instead of resetting his feet and kicking, like most true punters would have done, maybe he's not like an actual punter. He's just an athlete back there and decided to gamble on his athleticism, not realizing that he had 40 yards to go. But nevertheless, it wasn't too bad. A job by Wichita to come up in a force and make it happen.
As you see, we've now gone to the 30-minute quarters.
Looks like they're trying to get 3:11 on the clock.
Yeah,
there we go.
Clock fixture here as they get it to 3:11. Added 30 seconds here for the Skyhawks, which could be a crucial 30 seconds.
Big right here. If Wichita's able to get on the board before half, and it's an 18-14 ball game, it makes second half a whole lot different.
So they're going to do a little play action. And underthrown. Never gave his receiver a chance there. Going to still stay at 2nd and 10 on the 26. Had time there, just pressured it, kind of held on to it, probably a little too tightly, trying to really zip that one in there. It ends up spiking it into the ground. And I'm still waiting on a Javonte Stewart QB run again.
Yeah,
I mean, it worked for an easy 4-5, and they just haven't ever gone back to it. But like you also said, you definitely don't want number 2 getting hurt. I mean, that's the last thing you want.
No, you don't. But, again, you got to win the game.
Exactly. It's here and now. You don't get it tomorrow in the playoffs. So,
like, it's the most important thing is to get the win. And so if you gotta run him, you got to run him. And he's a good enough athlete that he can take care of himself. He knows the situation. He knows if he's the guy. You know what I mean? Like, he knows. So you would hope that he takes care of himself if he does run the ball and not put himself in a bad situation. But we'll see, We'll see.
You got a trips to the bottom of your screen here. One receiver on top. Number 3's still at running back here for the Skyhawks. As here we go. Javonte Stewart going to pull it.
There we go. Yeah, you got a nice little run there. Got 4 yards. Bring up 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, yeah.
What I'm assuming is 4-down territory. Make it 3rd and manageable here. But one thing I will say is they needed to pick up the pace a little bit. Not much time left on that clock.
They have the 2-minute warning. They have a timeout or 2. They still have 2 timeouts remaining with the 2-minute warning. Plus, here's what you say, 4-down territory. I mean, they actually have a kicker, so they may take the 3 and down by 8. That's still a 1-possession game.
And the Skyhawks do get ball after halftime.
Correct. So there's a lot of coaching that's going to happen right here in this last couple of seconds.
Got the Crusaders to jump, but another O-line moved.
Oh, right there. Oh,
whoa! Would have been an insane interception, and number 17 knows it.
Unbelievable.
That ball was just hanging in that dude's hand for about 3 seconds before it fell to the turf.
Let's just replay it, man. This is almost sent to ESPN Top 10. Oh, man.
Oh, that would have been sweet. Number 17 almost had the pick of the year.
Skyhawks take a timeout here. What are they doing? Are they talking to, hey, to get sure that they got the right personnel to kick the field goal, or are they talking about going for it on fourth? Carter, what are you going to do here?
I think
You're the
you
coach.
said
What do
it
you do?
perfect. I mean, we have a kicker, and I don't know what his range is necessarily, but if this is within his range, I'm taking the points at all, at whatever chance, at whatever possibility I can get it,
Yeah, I think so too. The way their defense has started playing, and Joplin's offense hasn't been playing, I think you take the points here if you can, obviously, and then play defense for the last 2 minutes of the half, and hope you can go in at halftime 18-10, which is a one-possession game. Now, if you go for it though and you get it, well, then you're really the man.
Oh, then you're really in a good position, no doubt. And that's if the Skyhawks had been consistently getting 4 to 5 yards, throw or pass, not every play, but pretty consistently. I mean, then I tell them to go for it, which it looks like it might be out of that kicker's range because they're gonna go for this 4th and 6
They're lining up
here.
going for it, so we'll see.
Gonna motion 83 back in.
Sprint out. I like the call. Oh yes,
and he has a guy wide open.
Great play call, great execution. That's going to take him to the 2-minute warning right there. They say stop the clock out of bounds.
Yep, saying he stepped out, and there goes the clock.
It was a great job. Great job on the sprint out. It was fantastic. There we go, 2-minute warning there. Good job. Big play by Wichita right there. Big play.
Good play call, and you got to think that's one of the plays from the well right there, when they practiced since day one and just went to it, knowing that everyone knew where they were supposed to be. But 18-17, Crusaders still on top. Just got to the 2-minute warning. We'll be right back after this break, folks.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Missouri, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit littlebrickinn.com.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community.
After the big 4th down conversion by the Skyhawks, they get the ball on the 10-yard line. It is 1st and goal here. And that's going to be 1st and goal at the 5 now, as I believe that's going to be encroachment.
Yeah, we got the side judge saying defense. Got the back judge here wanting to talk. I don't know if you've seen something fishy. I don't know, but definitely I believe that's a defensive offsides encroachment call. See what the officials are going to go with. Oh, he was want to talk to the other side judge. Guys, come on, man. Is it that hard? The side judge down here said defense. It's defense.
You need to go talk it over with one more guy. There we go. Encroachment on the defense. Going to move him up 5, and that couldn't have been a better
That was a great
mistake.
play call. Great play call by Wichita. I mean, that's just as good as running the ball.
Oh, 1st and goal, and now you get on the 5-yard line. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better situation. You got a guy like Javonte Stewart, number 2. But I will say I noticed that number 3, the usual running back, is not in. They've rotated him out, and I can't see a number. I give you a name for that new running back. Number 22 is Javonte going to drop back, tries to flip it over, and throws an interception. What a bad decision by the quarterback for the Skyhawks. And this could go all the way, and he's going to go untouched. It's number 5, Quinnell Johnson with the 100-yard pick 6. And what a play before halftime, Gary. My goodness.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I mean, just not something you can do as the Skyhawks quarterback right there. Javonte
Here
wishes
on the
he
replay,
could have that one back.
Oh, yeah, you see him right here finishing up the run down the sideline. But, man, it's okay to live to fight another day in that situation. You're you're at the 5. It's okay. It's okay. It's 1st down. Throw it out of the back of the end zone.
Oh, my God.
Go down. It's okay. Don't just throw it up on a whim and a prayer. Man, like that. That may have been the dagger.
That might be a play we come back and talk about again. There's a big moment in this one because that would have made it. I mean, 1st and goal, had 3 more chances of getting 6, but instead you give the opposing team 6 to make it a 3-possession ball game again. Crusaders up 24-7, just under a minute 30, as they try and convert this two-point attempt here.
Yeah. Oh, man,
And you can just see the deflatedness over there on that Skyhawks bench, on that Skyhawks sideline. It's just a direct snap to Elliott Hawkins, and who wants to get in front of that train? Not me, let me tell you.
Yeah, no. And the defense, I'm sure, is angry.
No doubt.
Because they've played fairly well. You can see here on the replay, they just said, fine, get the 2-point, whatever. They're kind of dejected because they played a big role in putting them in that situation for the offense to be in that situation by getting, Joplin backed up 4th and 35 from the 2-yard line, and to give them the good field position and stuff. And then the offense, throws the pick here as we're seeing on the replay for the touchdown. Just, man.
Quinnell Johnson with the definition of breakaway speed there. I mean, just separated himself once he got to that 50.
He hit the edge and was gone. Yeah. He had a couple big bodies trying early, and after he got past them, it was gone.
But, I'm sure his eyes lit up like a Christmas tree when he saw that ball floating. I mean,
and hey,
Devontae Stewart, what were you thinking there?
Another thing, on those interceptions, the coach, as soon as that happens, you always look back for a penalty. So good job on all those other guys for not making unnecessary blocks and letting them get the touchdown. But dag nabbit, man, that just tough as a Wichita fan. If you're a Wichita fan, that's a tough one.
That one hurts a little bit more than the others. They still got a minute 25, a little bit of time, but instead of 5 yards, they got about 85 yards to go. So let's see, number 13, Ira Autry, trying to make a couple moves, getting to the outside, jumps over a guy, gets it to the 40. Not a bad return at all there from number 13 for the Skyhawks.
Nope, set them up in decent position here with a minute 13 to go. And again, they get the ball after half. So if there's some way that they can get a touchdown here before half and get the ball, then you're talking about a one-possession game again. But, I mean, we're talking about a lot's got to happen in a short period of time. And based off what we've seen to this point, I don't know that that's something we're going to see.
I mean, most offenses aren't made to play down 19 points, but this Skyhawks team definitely isn't made to play down 19 points. They are a run first, pass second type team.
Yeah.
So it is going to take a little bit of magic to get into this one. But with a defense like they have and a player like Devontae Stewart, I mean, I definitely can see them getting back into this. And Ira Autry. I mean, he plays both ways, and he's a stud on both sides for sure.
Yeah, they go back here to the boot that they had for the big first down.
He's looking at the post deep. He overthrows him. Just a little combustion there. I think number 7 would have came down with another interception.
And we got a flag come out. I think it's going to be
a little extracurricular.
Yeah. A little bit on. I don't know who they're actually going to call out on. It could be on either one of them or on both of them.
I'm sure there's a little pushing and shoving on both sides. They'll probably call a personal on both sides and just cancel them out. But we'll see.
A couple linemen getting after it.
Something we have come to expect here once or twice a game. I mean, these boys come ready to play, and they come intense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like you got 2 on Joplin, and he's ejected.
Wow.
No ejection, no injection. No ejection.
Just letting him.
No injection.
Sam just making him take a couple plays off. Not a bad idea with just under a minute left here in the second quarter. Just let him take that anger into halftime.
But again, big 15-yard penalty. That gives, Wichita their ball on their side of the field.
Breathes life into this Wichita team, no doubt.
A little bit, yeah. Get the play call and get going here.
That's the farthest back huddle I've ever seen from an offense. They are literally 30 yards back there. As you can see, the long walk up to the ball.
They want to make sure nobody heard the play call.
Exactly. Someone was peeping their head in.
Yeah.
Going with a bunch set here. Never mind. bunch on the top side, and then they're going to spread them out here on the bottom side. Kind of a deuce stack set. Javante just never looked comfortable back there in the pocket. His feet were kind of hopping around, and he just kind of, I think, was just pressured to get rid of that one a little faster than he wanted to.
Yeah, short-armed it a bit and rushed his throw. He hasn't looked real great throwing the ball today. I mean, his completions that he's had when moving have been really great. Like the fourth down conversion was a great job. I think for him to have more success throwing the ball, in my opinion, they need to move him out of the pocket a little bit more and sprint him out, boot him, do those types of things. Plus, that kind of always gives him a run pass option as a quarterback. To have that. I can.
Oh, and that's one that needs to get caught. Number 83 hits him in the hands, and he lets it fall to the turf. That's going to make it 3rd down and 10 here.
Yeah, that's get you a first down plus right there. Instead, it's got to get you back to the drawing board.
Steven Spencer let that one hit the turf. The punter/receiver here for this Wichita Skyhawks team.
Looks like Tyrone Johnson subbing in on defense a little bit here. Playing a little bit of outside backer. I've coached Tyrone a lot. He's played a little bit of everything for me. A little bit of receiver, a little bit of DB, a little bit of linebacker. Doesn't surprise me he's playing a little outside backer here for them.
That's just a Swiss Army knife, huh?
It is. He can do a little bit of everything.
Javante Stewart tried to get out of the pocket, but it ends up getting wrapped up and gets sacked by the Crusaders. I'm looking for the number. I believe that was number 28. Yes, it was Manukufoa Pinatani with the sack. Big 10-yard, 12-yard loss there. Going to make it 4th down and around 22.
Great job of wrapping up and making the for sure tackle. It looks like Wichita may just let this thing go to half here.
Not even give this punt return a chance here.
Yeah, I think Joplin's out of timeouts, so Wichita's just going to let it run till half and regroup and see what they can do. Hopefully they got some more left in the tank because, man, as you can see, they're able to play with them at times.
Yeah, a little bit of everything here in this first half. Joplin came out with a quick 18-0 lead after quarter one, but the Skyhawks tried to fight back into it, had an 18-7 at one point, knocking on the door, making it 18-14, but a big pick six ends up making it 26-7, and the Crusaders have a commanding lead here right before halftime. This is Southern Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Since 1941, the Dickey's family has been smoking the very best quality meats, low and slow, for 14 hours every day. It's how Mr. Dickey did it, and it's how we still do it in every Dickey's restaurant across America. Lunchtime, dinner time, anytime. Eat in, pick up, or heck, we'll even deliver to you. There is no shortcut to what we do. Come in and see us or visit Dickeys.com. Legit Texas barbecue.
We are a community of athletes that celebrate success and development while having fun and being safe.
We do a pretty rigorous testing to all of our athletes to track progress as we go.
Our athletes are 10% faster, 179% stronger. They jump 4 inches higher on average. They're 8% more agile and 9% quicker.
You can come in, get extremely high quality training, accelerate your athletic abilities.
Head on over to ProDaySports.com.
Come try, see if you enjoy it. For $1, it's worth it.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Located in downtown Prairie Grove, Prairie Grove Auto and Farm Supply has been serving the community since 1983. They carry a large selection of inventory to keep your automobiles and farm equipment running smoothly year after year. As a local, family-owned auto parts store, they are thankful to this community for 40 great years and look forward to serving you for 40 more. Go Tigers!
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home. I miss him too. Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
In 1851, the Cherokee ignited the lamp of learning in the wilderness. For more than a century, this has been a gathering place where minds are developed and lifelong relationships are made, where dreams find direction. The lamp burns brightly still at Northeastern State University.
With the taste of friends, family, and backyard barbecues, Bentonville Brewing Company. Family owned, family operated, family friendly. Pick up a 6-pack of your favorite IPA, porter, sours, or any one of the delicious flavors Bentonville Brewing has to offer. Or enjoy a cold one on tap at your favorite restaurant. Bentonville Brewing Company. Quality, consistency, assume your natural state. Bentonville Brewing Company, Bentonville, Arkansas.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
Some might say I'm an ideas guy. I'd like to think of myself more as a doer. I like to make things happen, both for myself and for the people my businesses serve. Signature Bank has been crucial in that for me. From starting my moving businesses, to expanding into mobile minis, all the way to our current office and warehouse space. Signature has advised and supported me every step of the way.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home. I miss him too.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
Hi, my name is Michaela.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
again, much more indicative of their drive where they've had success, where they're getting positive yards consecutively on the ground. Look for a play action pass to come here at some point pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. And did you see the play, how they it was a halfback toss power?
Yeah.
And I have been a fan of that ever since I saw LSU do it with Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
And I mean, ever since, because it gives that running back a little bit of a momentum coming downhill. I've just always liked that toss to power type play.
Yeah, let's just attack the line of scrimmage a little quicker.
Mm-hmm, exactly. You get your guy moving downhill a little faster. And Crusaders not liking how the Skyhawks have gotten a groove here offensively. They're going to take a timeout and talk this one over with 11:30 left here in the third. Skyhawks doing exactly what they need to do to start off this third quarter, driving the ball down, trying to put some points on the board. This is Southern Sports Network, 26-7. Crusaders on top. We'll be right back. We are back here live in Joplin, Missouri, here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium, home of the Missouri Southern State Lions. Always a pleasure playing here at this field, and we thank Missouri Southern State for allowing us to play at this field here at the home of the Joplin Crusaders. Skyhawks going to try and run it down the middle again and able to pick up maybe one. Going to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, they're staying to it. They're staying to the thing that got them here, run the football, grind some clock, but don't be surprised here any minute to see play action pass come into play and then take a shot. Now, with that being said, I mean, they haven't necessarily really needed that play action. They've been getting, yards at a good clip to where that hasn't been a situation where it's needed. But in my opinion, that's when you want to take it, when you don't think it's needed. Because then, and here it is. Here's their boot that they ran earlier and hit the out route. Oh, man. He had the vertical route up the sideline uncovered and completely missed it. Oh, man, he is going to regret that when he goes back and watches on film. He had the seam up the sideline uncovered. The corner came off on the out route because he knew he got hit with it earlier, and the safety didn't get over the top of the out route or the vertical route down the sideline, and that could have been a quick touchdown. But nevertheless, missed it and missed the out route on top of it. So now it brings up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, corner definitely shouldn't have broken away from the deep route, but I can definitely see why, because Javonte Stewart has kind of been really eyeballing that out route on that sprint out.
Oh, absolutely.
That would have been, I think, his 3rd or 4th conversion to that out route.
Yeah, every time they've ran that play, he's thrown the out.
He's definitely looking for it, not really checking any other reads. So we'll see if they come back to it or try and mix in a different pass play here. So the Crusaders going to bring 5-6, and they get to him quick.
And he just splits 2 guys, splits a tackle and a running back here on the replay. You can see he just brings it off the edge, and it splits 2 guys. I mean, both of them. He literally just runs right through both of them.
Shaq Menace with the big sack, his 2nd of the day. That middle linebacker there for the Joplin Crusaders, kind of the central nervous system there for this Crusader defense. Kind of holds everything together.
Made a great play, and more so than him making a good play, miscommunication on blocking responsibilities from Wichita. The tackle thought the back had it, the back thought the tackle had it, and neither one of them had it. And so you get a tackle for loss, and now you put an end to a drive that has been very productive. But I still don't think it's all lost because they didn't score. They did run some time off the clock, which I know isn't necessarily a great thing, but they were successful, which they had not been much the first half other than for the one series. or the series before half, I guess, so the 2 series. It was just good to see them have some success offensively, I guess.
Oh, no doubt. And the way their defense has picked it up since that first quarter, I mean, you're going to pin them down deep within their own territory. Dang, crappy bounce right there, going to push it back past that 25, but still a long way to go for this Crusader defense. And we are at the 9:16 mark here in the third. It's still 26-7. Skyhawks had a little bit of momentum there, but it ended up sizzling out. Crusaders offense coming back out. Kendall Holmes looking to make another drive here. We'll be right back right after this.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Missouri, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit Little Brick Inn.
We are back. It's 26-7, 9:16 left. Crusaders get the ball back after the punt, and they're going to start out at around the 27-yard line, and they're going to hand it off to Elliot Hawkins to get things underway. And he spins off a tackle and just bulldozes his way for another 4. Going to be 2nd and 6 after the hard-fought run.
Yeah, I mean, he cuts back on the zone underneath there, and the D-end and linebacker grab a hold and they go for a ride and still gets 5. That's a lot of man.
Mm-hmm. And that's one man you can't tackle high. I mean, it's thigh or nothing with that guy. I mean, you have got to go for them legs, which I know sounds terrible, but if you're a safety or a corner, how else are you taking that man down?
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have a choice.
Exactly. Don't have a choice.
And especially late in the game, the more tired you get, the harder he is to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy that wears on you and typically has more success late in games just because he continues to wear on you. He's definitely a guy you don't want to see in the fourth quarter.
I was about to say, I think that was offsides if I've ever seen it. A little bit late getting the flags out there. They got him out nonetheless. I think that's going to push them either to 2nd and 1 or push them right to that first down marker.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
And I think it's going to be 2nd and 1 if I'm eyeballing it right.
Again, there's those young eyes.
And I think I was right. Yes,
I'm
sir.
looking.
2nd and
1. Oh, no, he gave the first.
Pushed him. This did move the chains. Going to be 1st and 10 at the 39. Or no, 38.
Set the Crusaders up with a first down.
Oh, we got a flag.
And he threw
flag
that
right here on
there.
Joplin sideline. Looked like on a coach.
Yeah, the way he's reacting, I'm thinking so.
Yeah, he let that thing fly. Man, it was quick like too. It's either going to be a sideline warning or I don't know the way that was thrown. I don't know if that's in the warning realm of things.
Some emphasis behind him. I mean, that baby went 10 feet up there.
Yeah, that was almost eye level with us up here in the box.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he let that thing go. He was not happy about it, whatever it was.
I know you're technically supposed to give a warning before any of these big sort of calls are made, but yeah, it's late in the game. I mean, halfway through the third quarter.
But he called it against Wichita?
I think that was just a wrong direction on the referee. I don't think he meant to do that.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
There you go.
That's definitely
moved it back.
Yeah, this side judge over here would not have. 15-yard, 10-yard, 15-yard penalty. So whatever it was, that side judge was not happy about, and he's talking to Coach Sturgis about it and his assistants. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe he felt uncomfortable with him. Maybe they were too far over on the white. You know, who knows?
Exactly.
Those side judges, you know, as a coach, they can be the biggest pain in your butt or they can be your biggest ally during a game. And it all depends on how they want to operate on the sideline. But he didn't like what was said to him, I'll tell you that much. And it cost Joplin 15 yards.
And once again, Wichita gets some life breathed into him. I mean, it seems like every time Kendall gets it out quick, looks to find Tayshawn Curry, and he does, and he's able to pick up around 6 or 7, get some of that penalty back.
Yeah, you know, 2nd and 13 sure looks a lot better than 2nd and 32, you know. And again, that was easy play, easy completion, easy to operate, easy throw for Kendall, easy catch for the receiver. And as athletic as he is, Curry is with the ball in his hands. I mean, he just dives inside and gets 7 yards.
Exactly. Makes one move and just breaks off for a 3 to 4 5 yard gain.
Yeah.
He's a freak of nature, and there's a couple of those guys here on this Joplin Crusader offense and defense.
Absolutely. We've seen great athleticism on both sides. I mean, Autry down here for Wichita defensively, he's done a great job down here. And that looks like there's going to be a false start on the offense there. I mean, they're just a little off a little bit with their cadence here. And
after a hot first quarter, I mean, when they went 18 unanswered, this offense has just not been in the same groove.
Yeah, they've scored one touchdown. Offensively, they haven't scored another offensive touchdown since.
No, that was a pick six. Yep.
Yeah, that was the pick six there at the end of the half. They got defensively. The offense hasn't scored a touchdown since the first quarter, since quick in the first quarter. Maybe mid-first quarter since they've scored an offensive touchdown. So kudos to Wichita. The defense finally showed up to play from there on out. And, again, I hate saying that because one of them, the touchdown, was on a 4th and 16. They converted, and the other was on a crazy play to start the game. But
first play of the game.
Yeah, well, he had 3 guys wrapped around him, and Kendall made a play. But Joplin does have a tendency to do this a little bit, though, where they come out hot and then they kind of just cool down a little bit, and it takes something like this right here to kind of get them going again, or Kendall pulls the ball and takes off and gets you a first down.
Kendall, third big play of the game for him when it's been a big third down or something along those lines.
He just pulls the ball down, sees nobody in front of him, and goes. Those linebackers for Wichita, Wichita's running that 4-2-5 that you see a lot in this league, one safety high, and they got those 2 backers, and those 2 linebackers are playing like 3 yards off the line of scrimmage, which is great when they hand the ball off, but it hurts on a passing down like that. And they get a little too caught up, and they're not able to really play Kendall.
A little bit into the mess, too much into the mess.
Yeah.
Kendall Holmes going to do speed option to the right. He just gets it out to Charles West,
Wow.
and he gets wrapped up quick. Going to be a loss of 2. Good tackle there from the Skyhawks cornerback.
Yeah, he was aggressive as a DB, man. That's good stuff right there. You don't see many DBs that are excited to tackle as much as that. Here's a replay right here. Did a good job of running that little jet motion across, trying to get eyeballs, and then running the speed option out the back door. But great job by that secondary player from Wichita to force the play on the back. And a good job of making sure Kendall pitched the ball, right? Because in that situation, who's the one guy you don't want to have the football? Kendall.
Exactly. I mean, you just want to get it out of his hands. And I like that, switching out Elliott Hawkins and getting Charles West in there. I mean, that is a 1-2 punch with speed for Kendall Holmes and West.
Yeah, so you get leaned on and beat up from Hawkins, you put him out, and then West comes in and runs by you. So it's a tough to defend 2-back system there.
Kendall Holmes dropping back, sees a guy on the out route. Going to be a flag, probably going to be a hold.
Yeah, getting back to the pressure again and getting holds.
It's like number 91 couldn't stop DeAnthony Andrews, the D-end there for the Skyhawks, as he got around the edge quick.
Well, again, when Joplin substitute 56, Donovan Woods in, okay, he shut down Andrews. When Woods is not in the game for Joplin, Andrews gets pressure on Holmes every down or creates the holding penalty. So I don't know why Joplin has not just made that permanent switch and said, hey, Woods, you go in and you're going to play tackle where Andrews is at. I don't care if it's right side or left side. You're going to line up with Andrews and lock him up, because he's done a great job of it. Woods did a fantastic job of locking up Andrews when he's in.
And arguably this defense's best player. I mean, Andrews is a playmaker.
Yeah, and so I don't know why that change was made once and not made again, but we'll see.
Holmes pushed out of the pocket again, and once again able to run for 10 to 15 yards. It was first and real long, and now first and real long, and now it's going to be second and around 9. Third and around 9.
Yeah, third and around 9. Yeah. No, it's fine. They're a little slow with the flip over there.
That makes me want to tell my first Joplin Crusader game with the one-legged chain crew, but we'll save that for another day.
Chain gang, the the entertainment of semi-pro football.
I looked down there and saw one leg on one. I said, now this should be interesting. I mean, with the job where you literally have to move left to right.
Well, he's got a built-in crutch with one of the sticks.
Let me tell you, there was 2 quarters. He was solid. I mean, didn't miss a beat.
Joplin, a little empty formation here, which is going to stretch that 4-2-5 out a little bit. And you can see that. They only got one backer in the box.
Holmes rears back, fires one, and Tajon Curry ends up holding on to it. Kind of played tip drill with himself.
How does that happen? The kid, I mean, Curry tips it 3 times to himself, and a DB doesn't make a play on it. Watch this replay here, guys. You can see Curry literally looks like he's playing volleyball to himself. He's going to set it to himself, and then he's going to go up for the spike. And, I mean, like, what are we doing, DBs? Make a play on the ball. And here we go with Sam's Coach Sturgis' up-tempo offense here after a first down. He's going quick, back to the doubles formation. And hand the ball up, quick pull on the bubble.
Quick pull, quick move there, still on his feet.
But Johnson avoiding the first tackle and getting something, get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Good job there by the cornerback to just wrap up a couple ankles, able to hold him down.
Looks like we got an injury down here from Wichita, linebacker and outside backer or something, getting up slow.
See if the Crusaders noticed it. Going to do the quick out. Kendall Holmes once again completes it. That's going to be a big catch there made by number 2, Terriel Johnson, with the catch with a little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards, but no flag going to come out. Still going to be second and around 3 here.
We got a holding call.
Oh, did you see a flag there near?
Yeah, I think it looks like we got the top.
Yep, I see it now.
Got a couple up there talking in the area of a holding call, which, again, would not surprise me.
And I know I've said it a lot, but once again, that's number 91, and you know who he's guarding, DeAnthony Andrews, who has been a menace here throughout.
It looks like a personal foul, offsetting personal fouls.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So we'll replay the down.
That's interesting. I didn't see any pushing and shoving over where the flag is, but I did see it over by the tackle over here.
Right,
so
yeah.
I'm wondering what.
I'm sure we just had some fat bodies getting after it a little bit. You know, we get tired.
A couple belly rubs.
Yeah. He said how he liked extra cheese and I like extra mayo, so we just got a little excited.
I said pepper jack, you said American.
That's right. Fat boys get fired up over the dumbest stuff. But here we go. Big second down. You know, they're up-tempo and hit that out route quick.
Charles West at the running back spot, going to flare out left. Kendall Holmes going to take a shot. And once again throws a dot, and that's going to be a touchdown as you see him dancing. Big-time catch there from number 2.
Autry undercuts it, and looking to make a play on the ball. Doesn't expect it to get dropped in the bucket over the top. You see on the replay, he's playing it. He's in good position here, and it works underneath it, and it just gets on the top of him and makes a play. And Kendall drops it in the bucket again, and man, Joplin's stretching the lead out here on this one, and it may be coming to an end here on this one.
I think that might be the dagger. And Daquan Johnson, number 7, with the big touchdown grab. And, yeah, perfect throw there from Kendall Holmes as he threw it right into the breadbasket. Let his guy run right underneath it as he stretches that lead 32-7. And I don't think the Skyhawks are going to be able to run themselves back into this game.
They went with another direct snap to the back, which was West this time, and he takes it in for the 2.
Just saw a crease and just exploded through it. 34-7 in this one. Just under 2 minutes left in the third as we see Kendall Holmes drop back, rear back, and drop a beautiful dot right to Jaquan Johnson as they extend this lead a little further. We're about to be at the fourth quarter here, folks, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break. This is Southern Sports Network.
Since 1941, the Dickey's family has been smoking the very best quality meats, low and slow, for 14 hours every day. It's how Mr. Dickey did it, and it's how we still do it in every Dickey's restaurant across America. Lunchtime, dinner time, anytime. Eat in, pick up, or heck, we'll even deliver to you. There is no shortcut to what we do. Come in and see us or visit Dickies.com. Legit Texas barbecue.
We are back, and the kickoff went to about the 20, and the guy in front of the return man grabbed it and picked it and ran it for about another 10 yards, so he was able to push it to about the 28-yard line. The Skyhawks need to put some points up on the board and need to do it quick.
Yeah, their methodical run, play-action game due to that last touchdown kind of goes out the door at this point. When you're talking there's 2 minutes-ish till the start of the fourth, running out of time. I mean, you got to go now, right? You're down 28 points, 27 points, four scores, 4 touchdowns, what you're down. So you got to score in bunches now. So you got to score quick, and so you better develop part of your game that you haven't really worked a whole lot of right now, and put the ball in the air. And the key here, though, is when they went to do that, Stewart's either underthrew a little bit or the offensive line hasn't protected.
Well, before you get into that, there has been a quarterback change. I think the Skyhawks might be waving the white flag as number 15 is in at quarterback, taking out Javonte Stewart. And I'll get you a name for that here real quick.
Or maybe they have more faith in 15 as a passer
yes,
than Stewart.
Definitely.
And maybe that's what they're doing there.
They got JV and Julian, number 15, playing quarterback. Hasn't listed as a DB receiver, but he's going to get some throws in today as they need him to try and spread the ball out, try and move this offense down the field.
Got the completion there for first down there for 2 yards on the little spot pass. Obviously, spot passes for 2 yards isn't going to do it, but that tells us that they're probably wanting to throw the ball and kind of get him going a little bit. And so they're going to give him something easy to kind of get going with.
Confidence booster there, see if they can get him into a rhythm.
Absolutely. We'll see what he's all about here. I don't know much about him, haven't seen him play.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. The snap timing was a little off. Ended up hitting the motion man right in the chest, and I think the motion man was able to fall on it and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah. Ended up falling forward for a yard. You see here on a replay. Ends up, again, new quarterback, different timing, right? Cadence is a little off, so timing wasn't where it needed to be, and it caused the snap to basically almost snap into the jet motion guy's hands, and basically what it did for a yard. But that's the downside of making a change at quarterback. Just little things like that. Again, not a lot of experience, I would think. He hasn't played a whole lot of football. I know Stewart's, kind of been their guy all year long. And, offensively they haven't put up crazy numbers, although their defense has been great. But it's not been a situation where they've blown a lot of people out to where they could get second-string quarterback, a lot of playing time or anything, So,
and the Skyhawks, I guess
get
they're
it off
let
just
him
in
play.
time.
I didn't think he did, and I think that was a tiptoe catch.
No, he's going to wave it incomplete.
Foot was on the white, so that's going to be incomplete. Looking for 83, Spencer Steer.
4th down to start the fourth quarter here.
It's been all Joplin Crusaders since the first quarter. The second quarter got a little interesting, but the third quarter, the Crusaders went and took back control, and it's 34-7 here in Joplin, Missouri. And we'll be right back after this break. This is Southern Sports Network.
Make your way down to concession and claim your prize.
Semi-Pro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
We are back here in Joplin, Missouri, and thank you to Realty Mart for being a great sponsor here for the Southern Sports Network. We appreciate you, and we appreciate the CMFL as we are about to get the fourth quarter underway. The Skyhawks are able to kick that one off. Best punt of the day, I'd say, for the Skyhawks.
Yeah.
But once again, a terrible bounce. My goodness. Going to push it back into their own side of the field, so the Crusaders going to get it to start in enemy territory on the 47.
Yeah, the Wichita just had no luck punting the ball tonight. But that's kind of fitting for just their night in general, you know. At times, for majority of the second quarter and half of the first quarter, their defense played great. Most of the third quarter, defense played great. But they gave up 18 early, and that's hard to come back from anybody. You know, you're down 18-0. That's 3 scores you got to try to overcome at any point during the game. That's tough. And then, as we mentioned coming into it, you know, it's not like Wichita has a high-flying offense where they can come out and score points in a hurry or in bunches. So it kind of put them against it, but, you know, they kind of fought their way back and had a chance there, but Joplin just makes it happen. So there it is, comes out. Kendall comes out there working and converts for the first down.
Kendall Holmes, I'm a little surprised to see him still in there. I figured they would have given him a rest, but I've been here long enough, been in Joplin long enough, I should know better. I mean, it is all go all the time.
Yep. And in typical fashion, they get the first down and they go quick.
Elliot Hawkins back in the game. We had a couple drives where he wasn't really in any of the mix. Tried to go with more of a speed package. But up 4 touchdowns, like you said, this is the time to run and kill some clock.
Yeah, I think this is a good time for Joplin to establish the running game. If they haven't really done it yet, I mean, they ran the ball a few times in some key situations and done well, but to really establish the run game is now it's time to do it. Because, yeah, here's the deal. They're going to have the Bears next week, and you're going to have to run the football against the Bears if you're Joplin. Oklahoma City has enough athletes defensively to kind of make Kendall's athleticism not as big of a factor. So running the ball and slowing down the game a little bit is something you're going to have to do in Oklahoma City. So, if I'm Joplin right now, I'm over at the drawing board trying to figure out how I can run the football a little bit and try to get that going this fourth quarter here going into next week. So I feel better about my run game.
And I was waiting for the laundry to come out. The cornerback didn't give the receiver a chance to come back to the ball, so that was a pretty easy PI call. And Tayshawn Curry with his speed, I don't blame the cornerback either.
Nah. Just keep playing.
If it's underthrown, there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to stick on that man's hip.
Yeah.
And that's what they're wanting you to do out there on that island.
Yeah, it's tough, you know. With that 4-2-5 that Wichita plays with their backers so tight, they really put a lot of pressure on their corners to play on the island a lot, you know, with the one safety in the middle of the field. And so Joplin's taken advantage of that a few times tonight, and that's just another example of that right there. Even though it wasn't a completion, the PI was just as good as one. So,
moves him about 30, 35 yards, going to put him on the 5, and it's going to be first and goal, Gary.
Yeah. Good place for Mr. Hawkins to be.
I was thinking the same thing. Just let the big man eat a little bit.
But here we are throwing it, and it's
the ball's on the ground. Was he on the ground, though? No, he wasn't.
They let it play.
But Tayshawn Curry's going to catch him, I think. He's got the wheels for it. Oh, he slowed down, and it wasn't Tayshawn. It was Charles West who catches him. But that's going to be an 80-yard interception return. Going to put the Skyhawks in enemy territory.
We got a flag, though, that came out back here during the return at the 35. Could be a hold or a block in the back, something like that could bring this return back. Let's see if we can take a look in the replay here, if we can see what happens. And we get the ball out, and here it comes. Let's see if we can see what happens here. Oh, no, doesn't see
From
exactly
where the
what
flag
happens.
was, I thought they were going to call unnecessary roughness. because the quarterback was wrapped up by two bodies, and then some guy came in for the kill.
It came after.
Did it? Okay,
it came out late after the return had already happened.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was a little touchy if that was
and
the
they
call.
waved it off. They ended up waving it off. So they say, hey, we're good. Wichita. So, again, a little too late, but
The flag has been waved.
football for Wichita here, great field position. But here's the deal. Charles West and was that other Curry? Was that who that was?
Tayshaun Curry, yes.
Kudos to those two men, right?
Yeah.
Because up 34-7, real easy. You could have let that cat cruise into the end zone. We're going to get the ball back then offensively, and then we'll make up for it, right? But no, they said, no, we're going to hook up, and we're not going to let them score, and we're going to just an effort play, It's just great effort right there.
Whistle to whistle, man, definition. Love that, and that's why this Joplin Crusader organization loves Tayshaun Curry and Charles West.
Absolutely. That was big time. Those are big attaboy moments for sure. You just don't see that a whole lot anymore.
No, not in today's game. And like you said, a 4-touchdown lead. I mean, most people, I would say 9 out of 10, or I guess 8 out of 10, would definitely just let that dude walk in for the pick six. But not this Crusader team, man. They're fighting till the end of the whistle, till the whistle blows.
Absolutely. So let's see if the number 2 quarterback for Wichita can get anything going here with the ball at the 12, start a series, or 14. Looks like they're going to jet motion, short motion, bad snap.
Might be able to get away with it, though. Nope, too many black jerseys. Going to be a loss of about 3, I think.
Looks like they lost about 4 there. You tried to make something happen there on the bad snap, but that's tough. You get a bad snap directionally. Tackles, working on the defensive end. Defensive end sees the ball. Tackle doesn't know defensive end. Ball's outside him now.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of makes it tough as offensive lineman. But
and I thought for a second there, the quarterback Javian Julian might be able to make a couple positive yards out of that because you see a mistake like that and you kind of get out of position and that opens up the lane.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was going to be able to. But Joplin's defense did a great job of closing in and making something happen and he's doing a great job right there, moving some guys around and making some checks. I kind of like it here. Looks like he has good command of the offense, checking some routes and doing some stuff. I don't know if he's doing it right or knows what he's doing. Not apparently so, because he just threw a pick directly at the DB that looks like it's going to be returned for another pick six.
And he's going to walk it in.
Well, we got a penalty here. About the 40-yard line.
Looks like Johnson's not going to be happy.
Yeah, let's see if we can see it on the replay here. Yeah, it looks like, Joplin player looks like tackled a Wichita player from behind there, and looks like that's probably going to be coming back. Nonetheless, Joplin's football, but not going to get the touchdown on the return.
And it was on Braxton Reed. They called it on 88 Braxton Reed. He's talking with the referee right now, and you can see he's like, what did I do?
On the replay, you can see, and I don't know if that was Brax. I didn't see a number there, but we look at it again here, and you'll see it happen right up top here. His head was kind of in front, kind of. It's close. It's close. But anytime on a return like that, unless that guy is going to make the tackle, don't touch him.
Exactly. There's no reason.
And I know he's trying to spring his guy, and I get it. But here it is again, just one more look at it. Oh, but yeah, I know it's an effort play, and you love it. But sometimes you're like, hey man, just let be guy. If he's in front of you, let him be in front of you. Let him be in front of you.
Exactly.
So it's close. And again, he wasn't doing anything viciously or vindictively.
Let's make some noise for a Crusader.
I don't know what we got going. He made a call against Wichita here. The white hat has, but now I don't know what we're doing. We got Joplin coaches out on the field, and nobody knows where the ball is. And
well, I see the ball. The referee got it. He's walking it back right now. But yeah, I'm a little confused on why Joplin's has a 4-touchdown lead, and they're moaning about these calls. Unless I guess, I don't know. I guess it's over with now. But, yeah, bad penalty right there. Definitely don't want to give up anything like that, especially when you basically got to walk in pick six.
Yeah, and it looks like are they going to mark anything off here now, or they waived?
I think they're giving the Crusaders the ball at around the 40-yard line. Looks
So,
like
yeah,
39.
so whatever the penalty was, it did not exist for any marking offs.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a penalty, but we didn't enforce it. So we're going to play football here.
Exactly.
It was enforced in the regard that the touchdown didn't count.
Mm-hmm. They took away the 6.
But just gave them the ball at the spot of the penalty that I guess was on Joplin, I guess.
It's like they did like a spot foul.
Yeah, a weird deal. I don't know. I don't know that they know.
And bad miscommunication right there. Kendall was waiting for the handoff, but it never came. But instead he just finds the pass, and I believe that's old Tayshawn Curry. Nope, that's Tyrone Johnson with the nice comeback catch on the sidelines.
Looks like that was miscommunication there. Like they're kind of motioning him in the backfield to run a little dive, and the guy that was supposed to dive wasn't diving.
And I was just about to talk about how I love me a little Oklahoma State pistol action.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to pull it off the way I like to see it.
Kendall goes full-on backyard, improvises again, and hits Mr. Johnson on a 2-yard route for a positive gain. So
that pushes it to 2nd and 8 here as we are about to get under the 10-minute mark here in this fourth quarter. It's been a better game than the scoreboard will show. I mean, there have been moments where we thought this thing was going to go back to a one-possession ball game, but just has not gone the way of the Skyhawks, and the Crusaders have just taken full advantage of every opportunity they've been given.
Yeah.
As a false start is going to hurt the Crusaders here on this one.
Curry getting a little anxious there. He was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been a go route to him.
I was about to say, I think he was maybe getting the ball on that one. And that was always a pet peeve of mine, man. When I played quarterback in high school, dude, I hated when my wide receivers would jump. I'd be like, you literally just have to stare at the ball.
Yeah.
Like, you're listening to me, but, I mean, aren't you looking at the ball from the center? But like you said, he's got a little pep in his step. He's ready to go.
Yeah. Little out route there.
Finds Charles West for the quick, easy 4 to 5 yard pickup.
Pass complete to number 3, Charles West.
Picked up that penalty back. Bring up 3rd and 9. Long 9 here.
3rd and long, and I got to think they might go for it just to try and kill a little bit more clock here.
Yeah, I don't know what mindset they're in right here. Again, I kind of shocked that they haven't done a better job of trying to establish the run here late in the fourth. And I understand Wichita. Again, I know the score doesn't look like it, but their front seven still their front seven, and they're still hard to run the ball against. But I would still shocked that I hadn't seen a little more effort put into there. But that's Joplin for you. I mean, they're going to tell you right here what they're going to do, and it's going to throw the ball.
Finds Charles West again. Does Kendall Holmes?
Looks like he's going to be right at the spot. He's going to be close to it.
They're going to give it to him.
So we got
they are. He's past the 30, the referee, so they're going to move those chains. Unless they give us a ghost spot like they did.
Yeah,
we
may have a penalty somewhere. That looks like we had officials talking. Looks like we had
offsides on the offense. Going to move them back another 5.
After they got the first down, had an offensive player lined up offsides. Man. 3rd and 15 now. Again, that's just like lining up not on the ball. It's just sloppy, lack of focus. That's stuff you got to clean up. Because it may come down to a play like that next week against somebody like the Bears. 5 yards would matter.
Kendall Holmes taking looking downfield. Good defense.
Defended really well,
yes.
Defended really well. Did a great job of coverage there from the DB, but we do have flag on the play again here. Your guess is as good as mine on what it is. I don't know why semi-pro game officials decide as games are coming to an end that they want everybody to see them, and they get flag happy at the end. I don't know, but they do.
Like I get you got to keep the peace in a way.
Sure.
But, a deep shot where 4 guys are going down the field and, they're being a little aggressive. I mean, I think you got to let them play through there for sure.
They called penalty on Wichita.
Yeah,
gave him Joplin 5 yards back, so now we're 3rd and 10 here.
That would be that's illegal touching, isn't it? They didn't get the automatic first down, but they got the 5. And from the reactions I saw, it was in the secondary where the flag came. There were about 2 safety in the corner. I think both had their hands up. But 3rd and 9 here. Back to 3rd and 9 once again. We've been here before, folks. There's going to be a big sack. 3 white jerseys meeting around Kendall Holmes, and they're going to bring him down, make this 4th and about 15.
Sack for the Skyhawks.
As we take a look back at that one, and it just broke down ominous immediately. Kendall Holmes dropped back. The next thing you knew, he looked up, and there were 3 white jerseys in front of him, so he really didn't have a chance on that one.
No. And Coach Sturge is taking a timeout here. I know he's not too happy about that. Obviously, you're never happy about giving up a sack, but in this situation, you're really not, especially when you got your franchise back there taking hit late.
And yep, this is Southern Sports Network, 34-7. Crusaders still on top, trying to milk the rest of this clock, get to the next round of the playoffs, and we will be right back to talk more about that with you right after this.
Since 1941, the Dickey's family has been smoking the very best quality meats, low and slow, for 14 hours every day. It's how Mr. Dickey did it, and it's how we still do it in every Dickey's restaurant across America. Lunchtime, dinner time, anytime. Eat in, pick up, or heck, we'll even deliver to you. There is no shortcut to what we do. Come in and see us or visit Dickeys.com. Legit Texas barbecue.
We are back with 7:43 left here in the 4th quarter. Crusaders on top. The Crusaders have a 4th and long here to try and get this first down. So we're going to take another look at this playoff bracket. And since the Crusaders are more than likely going to win this ball game, we're expecting them to go play the Bears there in that semifinal matchup.
They beat the Gators today down in Oklahoma City 37-6. So ends the Gators season. Big win for the Bears. Joplin will be in Oklahoma City next weekend for the semifinal match, and a big game. Big game.
Big win for the Missouri Cyclones there too. I mean, it was 2-0. The Missouri Cyclones were up 2-0 going into the 3rd quarter as Kendall Holmes drops a dime and Charles West walks it into the end zone. As you can just see, the broken-hearted Skyhawks just walking back to their positions. They are destroyed here in this one, and rightly so, as it's 40-7, Gary.
Yeah, they took a shot there empty, and Sam, he's going to get after it. On the replay here, you see they just broke down and it was empty, and they just basically ran a inside vert play, picking on the safety, and here's the deal. I can promise you the conversation's been all week coming into this game for Joplin's offense, the number 1 offense in the league, going against Wichita, the number 1 defense in the league, and giving up 28 points has been, hey, we're the number 1 offense, and that defense, that's fake numbers. You know what I'm saying? They didn't respect it, or they wanted to prove that the number 1 offense was greater than the number 1 defense. And so anytime like that late in the game that they can take a shot for 6, they're going to. That's semi-pro football for you, right? It's ego-driven game, and I get it. As a coach, I've done the same thing against alleged number 1s or number 2s or whatever. And I'm not saying that Wichita is alleged the number 1. They are the number 1 defense in the league coming into this game. I don't care what you do. If you give up 28 points on 8 or 9 games, you're good. Okay, and that's playing good teams. So they weren't no slouch. So,
No, not at all.
And then over here on the other side of the playoff bracket, again, you had the Cyclones and the Falcons, and the Cyclones ended up winning that one like 15-0, I believe, against the Falcons. That kicked off at like 5 o'clock tonight. I do not and have not seen an update on the Vipers-Eagles game, but that one is set up to be a barn burner. Both of those teams are very evenly matched, come from the same area. I know there's a lot of former players on both teams, type deal. So I'll be interested to see how that one shakes out when it's all said and done. But we'll see if we can find a score somewhere and let you guys know what.
You hit the nail on the head. That should be a barn burner. The Vipers were 6-2, while the Eagles were 5-3 coming into this game.
Cougars.
Or Cougars, sorry about that.
Yeah, all good, man.
So there's the kickoff. Going to do a little pooch kick, not even giving the return man a chance here. And he tries to make the first guy miss, but the first tackler ends up grabbing a leg and holding on. So he's going to stop him at around the 30 as we have just under 7:30 left here in this fourth quarter. This Skyhawks offense looks to just come out here and finish with their head held high. Have only been able to put up 7 points today, but they've gotten close a couple times. I mean, they were on the 5-yard line with 1st and goal. Ended up throwing a pick 6, but they have been down there. Just haven't been able to finish out any of these drives. Looks like they're going to keep Stewart on the sideline, keep number 15 in. Which he has stepped into these shoes and done a pretty good job. He did throw that big pick 6, but, I mean, you got to take chances here and there.
Yeah. Might as well see what the other guy has. At this point, he's probably been on your team most of the year or whatever, and he's probably earned the time to get some playing time. So, here in the other Vipers-Cougars game, it looks like there's like 7 minutes left in the fourth. Vipers are up 22-21.
My goodness, what a ball game!
As we kind of thought that would be. So, yeah, it looks like that one's shaping up to be a decent one, and the winner of that one will go face the Cyclones at the Cyclones. So this looks like it's going to be Joplin versus the Bears in Oklahoma City, and the Cyclones versus the winner of this barn burner of the Cougars and the Vipers at the home of the Cyclones to see who gets the right to go play in Kansas City on August 3rd. And we'll be there. We'll be there live broadcasting the game and telling funny stories like we always do about people we know nothing about, but think we do. So, but no, whoever makes the championship game will have earned it, that's for sure. I have no bones about it.
Before we even get to Kansas City, man, I'm looking forward to these semifinal matchups on July 27th, man. 2 ball games with 4 very good teams. As another flag comes out, going to be a false start. Bring it back 5.
Yeah, the semifinal games are shaping up to be great. I mean, Joplin at the Bears 2.0 will be a great one. The Bears came up here to Joplin and beat Joplin earlier in the year, and it was a great game. It was a game early and close early, and Joplin kind of fell apart late, and the Bears kind of pulled away. So I'm excited to see it. But playoff Bears, I'm telling you now, playoff Bears, playoff Kevin Cox, playoff insert player's name for the Bears are typically different dudes, okay? I can tell you guys that I've coached that were former Gators, playoff Garrett Griffith, playoff Spencer Howard, playoff Paris Williams, playoff, John Means. Those guys are different dudes, and they come with a different attitude. It's a very obvious difference in approach, okay? And I know guys that have played for Kevin Cox over that are Kevin's Cox guys that have been Bears. I know they come with the same type of attitude, and we've had one playoff battle between the two of us, and it was a great game. But those guys will come with a different attitude. And so Joplin better come with a different attitude as well, or it will get ugly, because Kevin Cox will try to run it up on you no matter the circumstance. So, but I expect Joplin to show up and Kendall continue to be Kendall and do what he does, which is be electric. I mean, just watch the first play from tonight's game if you want to know what Kendall Holmes can do.
Down from the very first play, man.
So it's definitely shaping up to be a good one. And then on the other side, whoever's lucky enough to come out of the Cougars-Vipers game is going to get a very, very good Cyclones team who I gave the wrong score earlier. I said 15-0 over the Falcons. It was 15-2 over the Falcons was the final there. And Falcons are a good team, and I think they're going to be a good team moving forward if they could, hold it together and put together another good year. I know they kind of do a 8-man team and an 11-man team, and sometimes you can get stretched a little thin trying to do two at once. So I would love to see if they just focused on an 11-man team of the product they could put out. I think they could be really, really good. Yeah. But we'll see. I know the Cyclones have ran the CMFL for a long time, up until last year when some other teams came into the league. And so I know they got a chip on their shoulder by not being in the championship game last year and not being the champion, and really feel like they have something to prove. I know their coaching staff fairly well, their head coach really well, and he's a very talented coach. And I know he will have his guys prepared to play whoever they play next week. And they have full expectations of playing in the championship game. I'm telling you now, they already have that planned out. So it's going to be good no matter what. So as you can see here, fourth down and going for it there on a shot. But man, I'm telling you, the next 2 weeks in the CMFL are going to be some of the best minor league football in the nation. And I'm not afraid to say that. I've coached minor league football at different parts of the country. Okay, I've seen it, I've coached it, I've been there, and I'm telling you now, the 2 football games that will take place next weekend will be 2 of the best football games that will take place anywhere across the country, regardless of the league. I'm telling you now, you'll see some of the best football, some of the best football players, and without a doubt, some of the best coaching.
And I was going to say kind of the exact same thing. You would know far more than I would about this semi-professional football league here, but man, the talent we have and how many good teams are spread out around the 4 states we have involved. I mean, there's 5 states we have involved. I mean, there's good football all around, and we're definitely going to see it here July 27th.
Yeah,
I mean, semifinal here in the CMFL is going to be amazing, and it is going to be a show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's coming down to the guys that have put in the work to get there. Everybody there is going to have gotten there rightfully so by earning it. Looks like we've got a backup quarterback here for Wichita, or I'm sorry, Joplin. Looks like number 7. Looks like just getting some extra work here for some guys late here in the game, because you never know. But yeah, like I said, I can assure you, you are going to want to tune in to the Joplin Oklahoma City game and the Cyclones whoever game, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, whoever comes out of that Vipers Cougars game healthy anyway, because who knows, it sounds like they're getting after each other up there. Hopefully everybody's able to come out healthy, but it's going to be a good game. Okay, it's
kind of focusing more on the Joplin Bears side of the semifinals. That's going to take place in Oklahoma City. And something I was thinking about while you were talking is Joplin has not played an away game in, I think, 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, their past 3 games that I've been to have all been at home.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's been a while since they had an away game, so that'll be interesting to see how they take the travel and all that stuff and put it into the equation.
They have not played a road game in a while, nor have they played a big road game.
Oh, yeah.
This year. Okay, they were lucky enough they had the Bears here. They had the Gators here. They have Wichita here. So there hasn't been a huge game that they've went on the road yet this year. And I say yet because it's obviously going to be a big one next week. It's for everything. But there are a lot of these guys from Joplin that live closer to Oklahoma City than they do Joplin. So for some of the travel, it won't be as bad for some of them. Some of them, they live further north of Joplin, so making the track south will be difficult. It's a 2-hour drive from Tulsa to Oklahoma City and an hour and a half drive from Tulsa to Joplin. So you're looking at 3.5, 4-hour drive.
Exactly.
So that's a long haul no matter how you look at it.
Nice run there from number 34, Robbie Roberson.
You like to see things like this. He's a kid that probably hasn't touched the ball a whole lot this season for Joplin, and to be able to get a carry in this situation for that kid, it's good for him, because I bet you he's been at the gym working out, and he's been in the showing up to practice, doing all those things. So see a kid like that get a carry is always awesome.
Yeah, and you know what you say, you're always one injury away from getting on the field, man. So you always got to stay ready. And the Crusaders, they came ready today as it's 40-7 as we get to the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Almost to the semifinals is Joplin, but we'll talk about that right after this break. We'll be right back.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Missouri, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit littlebrickinn.com.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes from.
We are back right after that 2-minute break, and we are about to get this thing finished out as the Crusaders still trying to put points up on the board, but not this time as it's going to get picked off. And then they fumble, but it goes out of bounds, so it's going to stay with the Skyhawks. That would have been devastating for Wichita. That would have just been, oh my goodness. But they keep the ball with 1:48 left, and we'll see if they have one more hoorah left in the tank.
You see here on the replay, backup quarterback there just trying to force something to happen. He was going to throw a touch. He was going to throw that ball to the end zone no matter what was going on that play. Why? Because he's a backup quarterback and backup time doing backup quarterback things. And that's what they do. Yeah, that's right.
Starts with the T and ends with the D, baby.
That's right. And he didn't care what. He's going to throw a pick, so be it, but he was going to throw the ball in the end zone, period.
He throws it to the other shoulder. I think he might have a touchdown. It was just the wrong side, honestly.
It wasn't the worst throw I've ever seen, that's for sure.
You obviously haven't seen me throw.
But no, man, tonight has been the first half. I think we've seen what we thought we would see through the duration. Joplin made some magic happen. Kendall made some magic happen early. Got out 18 points real quick within 10 minutes of the ball game. And then Wichita's defense showed up and put a stop to that. Joplin did not score an offensive touchdown until late in the third quarter after scoring its third touchdown within the first 10 minutes of the game. And so, and then Wichita is about to make it a ball game, about to make it 13-14-18, and then Stewart makes an ill-advised throw, and it turns into a 99-yard, 100-yard pick six, man, and it just basically took the wind out of Wichita's sail right there. But hey, credit to Wichita. I'm telling you, Wichita's been around a long time. They've kind of, well, let me tell you this, and Mr. Dotson, he'll probably remember this as well. He's probably been around as long as. So in Wichita, it started out, there was a team called the Wichita Aztecas, and it was ran by a guy named Manny Martinez. Well, the Skyhawks defensive coordinator and co-owner played for the Wichita Aztecas? Well, a guy who coached for them, Marcel Wash, when the Aztecas ended, started the Cougars, which is where Darrell Nave started coaching with Marcel. And the Wichita Cougars were around for a long time. Well, when Marcel got out, Darrell Nave then became the main owner and head coach and started the Skyhawks. So it's kind of like a family there.
I
of
see.
like just from one guy to the next guy, but dating all the way back to 2000.
Yeah, been a long road.
Yeah, and it's kind of all been the same, not the exact same guy, but the same group of guys. But anyway, they're a great team. They'll continue to be a great team. Joplin has a big match next week against the Bears and a right to go to the championship. So we'll see what happens, man. It's been a pleasure as always. I loved it, enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, great game. Scoreboard doesn't do it any justice, but the Crusaders nevertheless end up taking this one 40-7 as they move on to the CMFL semifinals, where they will take on the Oklahoma City Bears, who gave them their one loss on the regular season. So make sure to tune into that one. July 27th, Oklahoma City, Bears Crusaders semifinal action. And it's going to be the road to Kansas City. As my name's Carter Randolph alongside Gary Joyce. We appreciate everyone that tuned in. This is Southern Sports Network. We'll catch you next time. Thank you.